Hey guys, welcome to issue 149 of Keeping Up with the Nerds. We're wrapping up this year. I know that you guys haven't seen a skit in the last month or so, but we're saving all those ideas for year 3, which we're working on currently. So we just finished 149. We got Nick back here and Rene. Where are you going? But all we really wanted to tell you guys was thank you so much for joining us here at Keeping Up with the Nerds, for listening and contributing and, talking to us, giving us feedback. Guys, I'm trying to be serious here.
We're not. Well, when have we ever been serious?
Well, that's true. Yeah, fine. But we want to thank you guys for all that, continuously supporting us and giving us feedback about what you guys have liked so far about this year, because we promise you guys year 3 is only going to get better. And we're just excited for it overall. Yes. What? Oh, thank you. We're ready to kick off issue 149, wrap up year 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, technically we're ready to do it.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes. Oh.
Okay, no.
Recording at 12920 Philadelphia Street, Whittier, California, at Undercity Comics. Keeping Up with the Nerds presents issue 149. My name is Nick and
Rene.
This is Bryan.
And welcome to the show. I feel like my mic is low. Is my mic low?
It's a little low.
Is my low? I feel like my mic
You
is
know what isn't low? The amount of mistakes you've done this year. Good job, Nick.
I don't know. I made a lot. I was one of the groomsmen in your wedding. So
What?
Zing!
You know what? This is why I'm never nice to Nick. Because the moment I came in today being nice, shaking his hand, freaking hugging him and stuff, and he's over here just throwing zingers at me, dude. This is why I even called you my best friend, one of my best friends, and you're over here going like, no.
It's because you
Second
said one of your best
Second
friends.
friend.
It's 'cause you said one of.
One of. What do you want to be, dude?
It's either the top or nothing.
I don't have
The
ranks
top
of best
or
friends,
nothing.
dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are we? What are we? 10?
What?
What is this?
I didn't know this was a MySpace freaking friends list,
I need to be in the
ranking
number
tier.
one.
I need to be number one or
slot.
nothing.
Or nothing. That's it.
Do you have a MySpace?
You know what? My MySpace still is active.
Is MySpace still a thing?
It's still the layout has changed, but the website
Does
is still
Justin
there.
Timberlake still own it?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
It's mostly a music thing.
It was a
though.
music sharing
It's yeah.
site.
So what? If I didn't put you on the top list, Nick, you wouldn't talk to me?
No.
Then you need to be
Not
number
at all.
1.
Do you remember the drama on when we hear oh my god, did you hear that Charisse moved?
I heard
Jessica
about it, but I've never
moved down.
I never had a MySpace.
I remember having that little drama when I was a kid.
Or just hearing that drama.
I remember being in the middle of that drama.
Oh, see, because you weren't someone's top best friend.
No, because I moved somebody out of their best friend spot.
Oh,
What was your song?
Oh,
What was your song?
I
That
didn't
you
have a
chose?
MySpace.
You didn't have a MySpace?
I started with
mine
Facebook.
mine was Papa Roach.
Oh really?
Last resort.
Mine was Fall Out Boy, Dead on Arrival.
Ooh, that's solid too. That's
Yeah.
a good one. But mine was as soon as you got in, you're just like suffocation, no breathing.
Oh, see, I wasn't cool enough. I didn't have a song.
Had a South Park background.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
I had a
That explains a lot,
Matrix
Nick.
one. I had a Matrix one.
Oh
It was
yeah?
like, shh,
Oh, and it had the little gray thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? That is something I do miss from MySpace. The customization of your profile.
Yeah, you can't do that on Facebook.
Yeah, you can't do that anywhere.
You can
else.
just custom your cover photo.
Or Twitter or Instagram. No,
You can't do. There's not much customization you can do nowadays. But yeah,
I think everyone's more about expressing their thoughts through words than through images. And
Yeah,
stuff.
and then showing off their goddamn kids.
That's what you have a problem.
Yes, I do. I don't need to see your baby every single time. All right.
I was
I
gonna
get it,
say,
you're
I'm like,
happy.
listen,
Yeah.
man. Sometimes I don't want to see some tweets. All right,
Yeah.
some people were tweeting a little too much, a little too many personal things. I'm like, hey, you know what?
Look at little Joey.
Look at
eating
little
his
Joey.
first mashed up
little Joey?
apples. Yeah,
Like
whatever.
my dog, Joey?
No, I'm just saying in general.
Look
Like,
at little
post my
Joey.
dog, dude.
He took his first poo.
solid poop today.
Who are
Yay,
you
Mom.
following?
It's like a poop.
Dude,
It's just a
I'm
poop
in my
journey.
30s. Okay, everyone apparently is getting married, already having houses and kids.
You know what? You know what the messed up thing is?
Yeah.
Brian's having a kid.
No, what? No.
And he's pregnant.
Listen,
That's a thing.
if I ever announce something like that, it's definitely not going to be through you. You're not going to spoil it. You're going to be like, oh, look, Brian's having a kid. Yeah, right. That's how people are going to find out, dude.
Of
Yeah.
course. How else? I'm your
So
best
now you
friend.
can't tell him. You can't tell me. I'll be
best-
like, great.
All right. Yeah,
Like
sure.
you
We
said,
get it.
yeah.
Congrats.
Best friend. You heard that, John? You heard it. You heard it, John. That's right. I took the title. He's mine.
Why are we dropping names, dude?
Dropping names. This is a spicy one today, guys. This is a spicy issue.
It's Monday, man. I see you, John. I see you in the back. I see you in the parking
Oh
lot.
my god,
I can
dude.
picture
You
Sarah just
are
been
her.
like-
You are bothered by this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sarah's
I'll-
already yelling at John.
I know.
Like, John!
Let's see him. I'm gonna see
Look
him
what
at the
Nick
top-
said!
I'm gonna see him at the top of the parking structure tomorrow.
I want to be Brian's only best friend.
I'll meet you there Thursday.
Fight night.
On Thursday, 8 p.m.
Oh my
We're gonna fight it
god,
out.
man. What a way to start the show.
Yeah,
What a way to
seriously.
start the show.
Lightsabers only.
Guys, don't forget to check out our website, keepingupwiththenerd.com, for all the up-to-date information. Check out our socials, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. If you have not, go subscribe. Check out the video format of the podcast so
Yeah.
you can see our beautiful faces. And check out our audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Podbean. I'm so used to it now. It flows.
Oh, you've gotten better at it. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Since
that.
last issue. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a pretty packed issue for you guys today. We're going to be having comic strips. Yeah. We're going to be talking some comic book news, going back to our roots, going back there. And we're going to be reviewing Fast X. So, why are we reviewing it so late? Well, because our issues come out on Wednesday. But, trust us, things have changed.
That's like, I'm mad.
Yeah. Did it get too hot?
It doesn't breathe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a thick hat. Oh my god, it's like a helmet. Look.
Ew, that sounds gross.
Yeah, it's like vinyl.
Oh, no, please stop. That's gross. Ew, stop! Are we ready for comic strips?
Yes. We are. Oh my god.
God, dude, if you
coulda
would've
killed
spilled
him.
this, I know. You would have spilled this. Hang on. Can I see if I can throw it over your head?
No.
Oh, whatever. Okay, moving on. Comic strips. If you guys are not familiar with part of the show, it is where we talk about topics that don't merit a 5 to 10 minute conversation. Hopefully, Nick doesn't tangent off and make this a 25-minute conversation. Nick, be on your best behavior, please. You've been pretty good so far.
I'm not paying attention to you anyway.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm
Stop being angry, dude.
I'm reading the back of these playing
This is
cards.
a universal stamp, dude. There's nothing on
There's
there.
a lot to read. Okay?
That's it. Universal.
Oh my God! Starting off, Natalie Portman. She is in one of these GQ's questions. It's the Actually Me series. A fan asked her if she would ever reprise a role as Padme, and
No,
she
she's
said,
dead.
Well, she saw that Ewan McGregor got that Disney money, and she's like, I can get that Disney money.
Yeah.
But
So she's
also,
up for it.
she
Everyone
died.
wants a piece.
"Yeah, she's up for it if Lucasfilms ever reaches out to her."
Oh, I would definitely watch a Princess Amidala show. No, I wouldn't.
There's nothing.
You know what? Honestly,
What would the show be about?
you could do a Princess Amidala show, and then you make it kind of like a
She never
like
died.
you kind of
A
make
what
it
if?
like The Practice, or you make it not really The Practice, but like more of like The West Wing, of like them trying to maneuver around the Senate.
Would you still have her play pre-death?
It would be pre-death in the middle of the Clone
Look,
Wars.
Natalie Portman looks great, but she doesn't look the same as she did when the prequel trilogy.
She
came
looked
out.
like a child in the first
Yeah.
one.
She was like
She was-
17.
Yeah.
And even still, like
I'm
I
just
don't
saying
think-
in general. That's the reason why. Because like that's why I feel like that's a really dumb question. She's aged out of the role.
I
Yeah.
feel that if
And
she
she
were to
already
come
died.
back, maybe as a voice actress.
Oh, okay.
She wouldn't do voice acting. She's way too
Why not?
expensive. She's way too expensive. Same thing. Why
I mean, she just said if she were to reprise the role of, Padme, she'd do it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So it's not out of the realm of possibilities. You don't have to put it down.
Tales of the Jedi season 2.
There you go. See? Over and done with. That's all you needed to say. Could happen. In other Star Wars news, Disney has announced the closure of the highly anticipated, the highly requested, the most exciting thing they've ever done, the Galactic Star Cruiser. Disney's cruise ship hotel thing that was Star Wars inspired.
But it wasn't even a cruise ship though. It was on Disney World.
I thought it was a cruise ship.
No, it was on the premise of Disney World's. Disney World.
It's a hotel.
Yeah, it's a legitimate.
So why do they need to close it?
Because it's too expensive.
Because guess how much it was just for?
I thought it was $5,000 for like the cheapest one.
6.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. It takes away. You can't even like go to Disneyland. You have to do the stuff there.
You can go to Galaxy's Edge.
Really? That's it? You can't even go to Disney World though? See? So you're stuck in a bubble once you book it.
You're stuck in the same building. Guess how long it is. If you were to pay $5,000, how long would you say that vacation is?
I would assume like maybe 2 days, 3 days.
It's a 2-day vacation.
Okay. So like.
Oh, also all your food and drink is not included.
What?
Yeah. You're just basically paid for the room, but it's not. You don't get like a drink ticket.
So what happens to the place then? Is it just going to be vacant and empty?
What I think
is going to be a Spirit Halloween.
It still works after you said it.
It's going to be a Spirit Halloween.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I honestly do think that they're going to try and lower it. I think they're going to try and open it up. Honestly, I think if they made it like part of a land, that would be kind of cool.
So the experience is closing.
The full-on experience of like you going into the Star Cruiser and then doing all that.
But you thinking that it was a cruise is a much better way they could have done that.
Here's my problem with it. I didn't even realize it was open.
Oh yeah,
it's been open for like.
That's why I saw clips and I'm like, oh, it's like a soft opening, right?
No,
but you know what's funny is that Disney, the company, is not looking at it as a failure. They're like, oh no, it's not.
Well,
a failure.
Disney doesn't even pronounce someone dead until they're off property.
Yeah.
So they're not. This is not going to go anywhere. If it was a cruise, they would have let it sail and been like, all right, guys, it's dead. That's it.
Yeah, they can't say the word dead.
No, they would have just said, "Oh no, it hit a tropical storm."
Oh no, not a failure if it's on property.
What a shame! I should really get that insurance money.
Yeah.
Isn't it considered a failure if it's on their property?
No, but it was interesting because. But here was the problem though. So yes, it was $6,000, and yes, you were going for that higher class of clientele that were going. But the problem was that it was a one and done. It wasn't like I can continuously keep on going back. It was the same thing every single time. So yes, you could do different things on the ship. You could be a rebel spy. I mean, a resistance spy. You can be fighting for technically the First Order and trying to figure out where the rebellion is. You can help Rey sneak on with Chewie. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do.
So I wonder if someone actually recorded the entire event.
They did.
They did?
Yeah, you can find it online where it was like their days at Star Wars Galaxy.
Like those Disney channels.
The coolest thing that was there though was the actual working lightsaber.
The one that goes
the retractable one.
Yeah. You see Rey like go like this, drop it, and grab the reel.
Yeah, it's so funny because she goes, "I'm gonna get you, Kylo." And then she runs out.
I don't think. I mean, I've always kind of wanted to see Disney price itself out as something actually create something and be like, oh shoot, we messed up. It's too expensive.
No, they're not going to admit to that.
They're not going to admit to it. So I see it where it's like I don't think they'll consider this as a failure, but I do see it as a one and done experience. And like, why would you do it again?
Well, that was the thing though, is that why would I pay the $6,000 again for only 2 days?
And what kind of Star Wars nerd actually has $6,000? Like a legitimate Star Wars nerd. I'm not talking about like some influencer
full,
in California.
They were full. It was just that
No, like an actual Star Wars nerd.
I don't know.
Do you have $6,000 to throw around?
I mean, it's for my car, but
exactly.
I don't want to just
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like an actual Star Wars nerd.
No, but I mean,
not someone that goes like, "Oh yeah, Chewbacca's my favorite character."
No, but here's the thing though.
Oh,
if you were to price it out and go, cool, do I go to Disney World and all the other parks, Epcot, everything else, and also have a hotel, do everything else, that ranges about $5,000. But that's for a week. 2 days for $6,000, and I don't get any of the other experiences. It's just too
That's
much.
why. What Star Wars fan has $6,000 to throw around and to say like, yeah, this is something that I want to do?
If I'm
This
going to
me makes
Disneyland,
no
I got
sense.
better ways to spend $6,000 at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we had $6,000,
Yeah.
He's gonna go to the cantina.
that's where all my money's going.
Yeah, he's gonna watch Rex or Jexter. Just strip it out.
Is that what you did? Is that what you did, Nick?
Yep.
All right, good to know. Moving on into other Disney-esque news. Little Mermaid debuts this week. It is at 69% on Rotten Tomatoes.
69.
69. Nice. How?
She's a child.
Okay.
She's a child. You're a monster. She's a child.
I love how Nick just sets me
You
up for
started
this,
that, though. That's
dude.
the
I
thing.
know.
You went,
And
hey.
and I was just,
He flipped it on you.
Oh, my God, dude. I can't. Idiot. Sets me up, dude.
Yeah?
I feel like Nick is the type of person to see me get arrested and then not do anything about it until like 2 days afterwards. Like the
Really
bail
quick,
money.
guys.
And
Can you count how many times Bryan says, I think Nick is the type of person on each issue? Because he does that
I say
a
at
lot.
least like once every 1 or 2 issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see how many times you said that.
Also,
You really think I wouldn't do anything?
Nick, you'd laugh at me.
I mean,
And
yeah.
then you would probably do something.
I'd point and laugh,
and then you record it and be like, oh, remember this?
yeah, because then I have proof,
Exactly.
and then I'd get you out of the situation.
I'm going to get Andrew, dude. I'm going to get Andrew to pick on you again. Put you back as the beta male.
No,
The alpha. No.
That was
not how that
so
works.
funny.
that's not how that works.
We were all talking. Okay, really quick.
No, we're not getting into the story. It's not a story we're getting into. No. Not even how it went. You just said it randomly, and you
No,
both of you guys.
No, we were having a conversation.
It was a great conversation.
No,
It was
it
great.
wasn't.
You weren't there for it. How would you know? You just showed up afterwards. You step out.
We were at Guildhall.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out
We all got together.
the hierarchy of your friend group, right? Because I don't understand why you
Andrew's
pick
the
on
one
me.
that brought it up, right?
No,
Oh,
I
was-
did.
you
because
did?
I
Oh,
was
okay.
saying it's funny to see Nick get picked on because he always picks on
Oh,
me.
that's right.
And Andrew was just like, oh, well, we always pick on Nick. And I'm like, oh, so in this hierarchy, you guys are the alphas.
Yeah.
And Nick is the beta, right?
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, Nick shows
Nick comes
up.
back from the bathroom. And then Andy goes, Nick, you're a beta? And Nick's like, what the F? Like, I come back and you're calling me a beta?
Andrew died that day.
It's not even how it goes.
That's how it went, dude.
It's not how it goes.
How
I'm
does it
just
not?
saying.
Why not?
Because
we
Andrew
bring
just,
out-
no,
do
Andrew
we bring-
totally misled the way that conversation was going.
You weren't there.
Andrew gaslights everyone.
Yeah.
And you
gaslights
don't.
you
and
too.
you
Yeah,
he
don't.
does.
That's
No.
fine. I don't know Andrew the way you do. It's fine.
And I
don't
know
need
you.
to.
I can gaslight you all I want.
Exactly.
You already said I'm your best friend. I can gaslight you all I want.
That's funny.
That's my job.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Nick. We need to bring back everyone, all right? We're going to put you all in a circle. We're going to determine the hierarchy, the group. Where do you stand? Depending on that, that's where I need to
Like
go.
Russian roulette? Like,
Basically.
How do we figure,
I don't know.
this out? Just going
If
around
you're an
the room?
alpha, the bullet will hit you.
The bullet won't fire if you're the alpha. You just make it not
It just
fire.
doesn't work. The hammer doesn't work.
The hammer doesn't work.
So
you're
The
an
Little Mermaid comes out to 69%.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which isn't releasing until June 30th. I thought it was, but it's already out with reviews at 49%. So, rippity rip.
Yeah, but it's also like reviewers.
It's all, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's all just critical people.
It's all old
Because
people.
I'm not gonna lie.
This
Like,
movie's
a
an
lot-
art.
I've been reading a lot of, like, when we were reading IGN posts or whenever we're reading anything, a lot of them don't make sense.
Those aren't reviewers. Those are people like you and I.
No, but like,
All right.
some of them just don't make sense.
just
No,
get paid.
because they have a label on where they work, IGN, and they just believe their own crap that they pull out.
Well, not only that, but then also, they have an editor that goes up and goes, Dial of Destiny's coming out. It's Indiana Jones. Give me a bad review.
Also, IGN editors have been in trouble because apparently they don't do much.
Yeah,
So.
it seems like
They don't
seems
read
true.
the material before it goes
Yeah.
out. Yeah,
So
makes
they've gotten in
sense.
trouble for that too.
Makes sense.
Like I said, IGN reviewers and GameSpot reviewers are just people like you and I, except they get paid.
Yeah,
We don't. So there you go.
we
I
don't.
pay
We
you.
don't have sick, huh?
I
We
pay
still
you.
we still
With
do
what?
this.
Verbal
Hugs.
abuse?
Hugs.
Sure.
Yeah.
Psychiatric need.
All right, Joker.
I'm making
Relax.
sure that your psychiatrist has a job.
There you go. Which is word for our sponsor today, BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com.
You know what? I'm
Code
gonna
Nick
reach
is
out.
crazy for
I'm gonna
15%
I'm gonna
off.
reach out to BetterHelp.
Let's see if we can get a sponsor.
See if we can get a sponsorship from BetterHelp.
We can make
That'd
an
be
app for
hilarious.
BetterHelp.
I'll make a call.
Don't end up like my coworker, which I pranked. Use BetterHelp.
Use BetterHelp to get you through the day.
Stop. That's not an idea.
Do you have a
dude.
Nick
No, I moved-
in your life?
I moved on from Post-its.
If you do,
What did you do?
reach out to BetterHelp.
What did you do?
I've been planting bugs all over his office.
No, wait, what do you mean
Like-
bugs?
like
First,
the-
clarify bugs.
Yeah,
like
I know.
the rubber bugs.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I thought you
But-
meant like
But he also has a phobia of bugs.
you're messed up.
So I've been putting them everywhere,
Oh my god.
Nick.
including all over his office.
You're gluing them?
No, I didn't glue
Oh,
them.
okay. I was
It's
like,
messed up.
Yeah.
I put him inside of it. I put a bunch inside of his helmet.
That's messed up?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not messing with the man's
What's
phobia
the
is not
bug?
messed up.
What's the bug that he hates the most? Like a spider? or
It's a
does he-
spider.
So are you putting spiders?
Spiders
on?
and roaches.
You are messed up, dude.
So we have these little like vanilla folders that we put our keys in.
Mm-hmm.
So I put a bunch of them inside of his manila folder. So that way when he reaches in to get his keys,
Oh
they're just in there.
no!
And he goes like, ah! He screams like a little girl too. It's funny.
Don't end up like him. Use BetterHelp.com.
Yeah.
Make the phone call. Make it happen.
Nick, yeah,
or
please.
we washed him and then put him in his drink.
Dude.
So that way and then he was like drinking and then like they just started falling on him. He was like, ah!
BetterHelp.com.
Oh my god.
As of May 23rd, HBO Max is no more.
So tomorrow?
Tomorrow. As of recording.
As of recording tomorrow.
Wait, as of recording what?
As of recording.
Oh, HBO.
May 23rd.
Yeah.
HBO Max is no more.
Drops
It'll
to
now be
HBO. It's
Max.
becomes the Max.
So I
and
have a question.
Max.com.
Do you
The number
so
one
do I
prawn
need-
site.
do I need to download a new
I
app?
don't
No,
know.
no. So they said you just have to re-sign it. You just have
That's
to
it?
use your username.
I
That's
don't
it.
remember my password.
Oh, it
You're
sucks for you, dude.
That's 2104.
It sucks for you.
You better do a password recovery then, or like,
Yeah, tonight.
yeah, you got to do that right now. Dude.
I've been like, because I got that notification on HBO Max.
Yeah.
It's like, introducing Max starting Tuesday, May 24th.
So basically-
HBO Max is no more.
If you guys don't know what's the difference, it's going to be the same as HBO. We're going to have the same content on there, but we're going to also have stuff from Discovery Plus.
And prawn.
Yeah. So we're going to have
Ooh,
all the
some
TLC shows, 90 Day Fiance, Big People, Little People, Big World, you know.
Some dope documentaries.
Mythbusters is going to be on there.
Mythbusters is going to be on
A
there.
full series?
I think so. It said 25-something seasons.
What about that Rabbit Project? Is that going to be on there?
Is it on TLC?
I think it was on Discovery.
Naked and Afraid
Yeah,
is going to be
yeah.
on there, too.
It's going to be on there too. What is it? Also that
It's a lot of Pawn Stars.
that transgender girl. What's her name? Shauna Way or something like that.
Don't know.
Yeah, there's like a transgender girl. She has her own reality show and stuff on that. It's on Discovery, but now it's gonna be on HBO
Oh,
Max
cool,
as well
cool,
too.
that's cool.
No, not HBO Max.
Oh, Max.
Max. Yeah. God, that's such a stupid name change.
It still sounds like a porn site.
It does. That's why, dude.
Still
That's why
sounds
we have
like
to.
a
It doesn't.
weird-
Max doesn't sound cool. Max.com sounds cool.
No, it sounds like an adult site.
It does, but
It
at
sounds
least
like
it
it
sounds
should be on all
decent.
chrome and shiny.
Look,
Max.com.
From here on out, we're not going to refer to it as Max.
Mhm.
It's Max.com.
Max.com.
I want to. That's all it is. Max.com. Max sounds stupid. Max is the name of
I don't know
Goofy's
how
kid.
you got. I don't know. I don't know who got rid of HBO.
Find the man. What if it wasn't a man? What if it was a woman? What if it was a child, dude?
That would make a lot more sense.
The child said, "I don't know what HBO is." Max.
Max.
Yeah.
I know Max.
I know Max. That's dumb. So that's gone.
It's the name of my best friend.
His
Max.
imaginary friend.
Sounds like the kid that wears all black at school.
Other things that are ending this week. Not only is HBO Max going to be sunsetted, but shows ending this week include Succession, Barry, The Flash, and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Excuse me.
Mabel.
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 Which, okay, really quick on Barry, though. I love Barry. And this past...
We're talking
episode-
about Barry the show.
Yes.
Not Barry Allen.
No.
Okay.
Bill Hader Barry.
Bill. Okay, good.
Really good show. You should
Does-
check
I
it
should.
out.
I
Does
definitely want
Ted
to.
Lasso also end this week? Or
I
does it have 2 weeks
You know
left?
what? I am waiting until the end to put $5 down for Apple TV,
I
and
think.
then
I think it has a week or two. I think it either ends
Good.
this week or next week.
nothing's been spoiled. Thankfully,
It's a good
No.
series. It's a good season. I caught up today.
good.
I caught up today.
Tearjerkers.
No, but very inspirational.
I will tell you, I did cry with what's his name, the egotistical guy that transferred to Manchester City.
Nate?
No, not Nate. He coaches West Ham. The guy that was the striker.
Oh, the new guy that comes on.
No. He was the top goal scorer and the striker.
Oh.
And then he got transferred out. I think he plays for Man City. His dad comes into the locker room.
Oh, are you talking about
That guy, that scene where his dad comes in. There's a scene in the show where basically he becomes like a super sub for the club that he transfers out to. So then he comes back and plays for the team again. And essentially, I think it was like an FA Cup match or something like that, where he scores the last
Jamie
goal.
Tart?
There you go, Jamie Tart. So he shows back, or he like does something where like he makes his dad proud. I think, right? And so his dad visits him in the locker room, and they get all emotional. And Jamie Tart's like, "You were never there when it mattered. You never supported me or anything like that."
No,
and kicks him out.
He yells at him because he doesn't go for the goal he passed.
There it is. Yeah.
He didn't go for the goal, and he passed it to Sam. And
so
Sam makes the goal, and he goes, "Why did you let the goal? You could have made that goal. Why didn't you make it?"
He wouldn't have made that goal. It was a selfish thing.
Yeah, and it was one of those things that if I passed it, we were going to definitely win. If I kept going, there was like a 90% chance that they were going to block me, and then we were going to lose. So I passed it.
And so the scene kind of ends with Jamie Tart crying to Ted Lasso because he's like, "I never really had a father figure that would support me like he did, like you did." And they kind of like end this conversation outside with like a hug, and it was like a super emotional.
Yeah,
moment.
it's also really hard too because after they kick him out, you see the person that he kind of hates the most. Roy Kent, like, he comes up to him and gives him like a big old hug.
Yeah, it's a really good scene.
Calls his dad an idiot.
Yeah.
There's some touching moments.
Yeah. Is there any moments like that in this new season?
There's two.
Okay, cool.
There's two.
I'll wait the 2 weeks, then I'll dump $5.
But so far it's a pretty good season. I understand where people are saying that it might be a weaker season, but still
it's
pretty
fine.
good.
People are wrong. They could be wrong.
Moving
Nothing wrong with
forward.
that. Moving on. I don't watch Ted Lasso.
I don't watch Ted
know.
Lasso. Yeah.
It's a good show. I feel like you'll enjoy it.
Can I use your account then?
If when I'm done with Apple TV, I could maybe let you borrow the device.
Okay.
Yeah. We just don't know.
Let me use your account.
And then-
Make it easier.
and then the Flash.
don't know who's listening.
And then the Flash.
Apple.
Oh, we don't know, dude. Steve Jobs might still be alive,
He's
dude.
dead.
No!
No, his brain is plugged into the machine.
Exactly, dude. He's transcended.
That's the AI.
It's transcended.
That's
Then
Chat.
come at me.
That's Chat GPT.
That's Chat GPT. Oh.
That's Steve Jobs' brain plugged
Dude,
into
if
the
you
machine.
switch the letters around like you did with Voldemort,
No,
dude,
it's not.
it comes out as Steve Jobs.
No, it
What
doesn't.
happens if you combine the mind of Steve Jobs and Stephen Hawking?
Bruh.
I don't know, but could you get two chatbots to talk to each other?
Yeah, you could.
It's interesting.
Have you done that?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
No, don't.
You can't?
No, just don't. That's how you create a monster.
That's
how you,
fine with me.
That's how you create Skynet.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with it.
Why? You gonna take down some T800s?
Yeah. Why
How?
not?
So,
Dude, make friends with your toaster. It's fine. The toasters will be your friend.
Toaster's gonna be the.
but anyway, the Flash is gonna end this season. It's been pretty good. It's been not bad. Not bad. It's
Grant Gustin sunsetting.
yeah. I'm more looking forward to the last episode to see how they end it. I have a feeling it's just kind of like the salute off of him. Just he's still fighting crime.
He's running out there.
He's still out there. He's
Psych.
still out there.
And I'm the fastest man alive.
Ezra Miller is out, and we get Grant Gustin.
And I'm assuming that he's
all
gonna.
lie.
I'm assuming he's gonna end it with and that's how it became the impossible. like he zooms off.
Yeah, that's fine. Good sunset.
I am the Flash.
His last episode is the birth of his daughter, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, I forgot to mention this about Max.com. It's going to include, like you said, 35,000 hours. Well, this is more of like the precise number. 35,000 plus hours of content, including things from Cartoon Network, HDTV, Food Network, TLC, and Discovery.
Food Network.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Drivers, and Dine, or Drivers,
diners,
Dives,
drive-ins, and dives.
Dives, and Chopped.
Flavor Town. We're gonna
Yeah.
go to Flavor Town, everyone.
and Chopped. will also be on there.
Unwrapped, chopped.
Why not? I hope Iron Chef is on there.
It has
The
to be.
OG.
It has to be.
The OG, man.
Yeah.
That's how I learned how to cook. Iron Chef.
Is Chop the one where like they just get a box?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that one's intense. And then you see these chefs mess up, and you're like, bro, come on, I could have done better.
I also like the Good Eats.
I want to put you on an episode of Chopped and see how well you do.
Dude, they have
freak
fan
out.
events. Like they have that.
You would
I don't
freak
know
out.
what What are you talking about, dude? I had to make my own food since I was like in middle school.
Yeah,
I want
but
to see
you'd
you.
be
I want to see you
put
with that
under
pressure.
the pressure. Yeah.
That's fine.
No, you do terrible with pressure.
You don't know me.
I do know you. I'm your best friend.
Second best friend.
Shouldn't have told me that. No, I'll just whole episode.
John calls in. He's just like, second best friend.
Yeah, he is the second best.
No, okay. There is no hierarchy. There's none. Y'all are my best friends, dude.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. One of out of all the groomsmen,
Rene.
one of us was the best man.
Who was that?
Okay.
You're gonna make him kill me, dude.
And you know what? I'll be at your court case.
What are you talking?
Because I'm my best friend. That's why. I'll be there to
Dun
see.
dun. Welcome
I'll be
to
there
People's Court.
I will be there to make sure that justice is served.
After I record your embarrassing moments. Oh my god. What a way to start the show, guys. This is great. This is good.
Should label it Brian's hierarchy of friends.
There is no hierarchy, dude. I'm telling you.
No, there is.
God, dude, there's not. Stop.
The more you say there isn't. There is.
In video game news, the thing that has been keeping me happy all this week, Legend of Zelda Tears of the
But
Kingdom.
not your friends.
No.
kidding,
Tears of the
that was
Kingdom
awesome.
releases. And I haven't played it. I just beat Breath of the Wild after like 7 years.
Oh, really?
Dude, I put that game back on my Switch. I hadn't played it since like 2018. It took me all but 20 minutes to beat the game. I was right there. I think I was just overwhelmed by the mass amount of things you could do. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't want to play this anymore.
Wait,
And I
hold
was-
on. You got overwhelmed by a Zelda game, and you think you do well at Chopped?
Chime has directions, dude.
No, it
3
doesn't.
ingredients, and you can figure out what you want to do. In Breath of the Wild, dude, you can't even like figure out what you want to do. You can go to a shrine. You can find Kuroko seed people.
Go home.
Oh my god, dude. Anyways, Breath of the
Do
Wild.
that.
You want to know what's interesting about Tears of the Kingdom? There's videos of people torturing the Kurokos.
Yes.
They're these little like tree saplings. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, right? Yeah. So apparently you can go find them out there again in Tears of the
Yeah.
Kingdom, dude. My favorite one is this person who's like using their horse to like pull a carriage, and the carriage has a crucifix, and the Kuroko's like pinned on there, dude. Well, it's
What
a
the
fire.
Yeah, haven't you seen those TikToks of like
No.
people going like, oh yeah, like they can make whatever they want. It's like, shouldn't we like stop them from making certain things? It's
Yeah.
like, no, what's the worst thing that they can make? And you just see just a bunch of crucifix
Oh my
and just
God.
Kuroko's attached to them, and they're burning the crosses, and then they're making like penises out of rocks.
Oh,
And then
dude.
they're just
Wow.
going,
Someone
and they're
made
just
a
like,
Mecca.
oh god,
Someone made a Mecca.
Someone made
somebody
a
made a
Mecca.
mech.
Yeah.
Somebody made a Mecca.
Jesus.
It's terrible.
It's great, dude. It's
No.
freaking brilliant.
No, and then I feel like
This is the
Nintendo
one
was-
thing you say no. This is where you draw the line.
No,
This
it's
is
not
a
okay.
Nintendo game.
Yeah, it's a
That's the thing.
Nintendo game.
Who cares, dude? Have fun with it. I hated the Kurokos, dude.
People are having too much fun crucifying.
You mean to tell me that in Breath of the Wild, if you find all the hidden Kurokos, do you know what you get?
What?
A golden poop.
That's awesome.
No,
I want to put that on my shelf.
yeah, if it was physical, but it's not. It's in a video game. That's all you get. A golden poop.
This is why I don't. Usually, inside of a Nintendo game, the extras aren't all that great.
No, they're not. So I'm glad they're torturing the Kurokos, dude. I liked them in Wind Waker. That's
It's
why
alright.
it's the best Zelda game of all time.
Okay.
Should have played Jedi Survivor. It's better.
Oh, that's my next game that I got to beat. Is what is it?
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order.
I know, same.
I can't
Have you
wait
not beaten
till
it
you
yet?
start
Let's
that.
see let's see who gets there first.
All right.
Dude,
You go home tonight. He's like, I already won.
I finished it.
I will literally start Fallen Order with you guys both and still beat it before.
Yeah,
both.
probably.
Yeah, because you literally just don't do anything besides play those games, dude. You beat Survivor in 10 hours.
No, it was 15.
Oh, my bad, dude. An extra 5 hours. What is it to you? Relax.
It's a lot. It's 5 hours.
To
Moving
wrap
on.
up comic
Yeah.
strips, more video game news. This is the last piece. Mortal Kombat 1 set to release September 19th.
Yes.
Trailer came
Because
out.
we've done so much already. Why not just relaunch the series again?
Yes. Do you know the story of Mortal Kombat 11?
I know that Liu Kang's a god now, and he was like, "I'm just gonna restart everything."
Yes. That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
He defeated the god of time,
Yeah.
Chronic, and then he combined with Raiden to now become an Elder God.
They
And then-
fused.
Yeah, they fused.
Yeah,
And
basically.
That's basically what happens in the game. And then he then restarts time and space, and then now we get to this one, and then now they're learning that
We don't know. No.
it looks like
It looks like a lot of things, but Ed Boon on Twitter has said like everything will be explained in the story mode, and I'm like, bruh.
First of all, I feel like if you're gonna restart a world again, Liu Kang, I'm talking to you. Why would you restart that world with your mortal enemy alive? In
So
it?
that's what is going to be
Yeah.
explained. No,
Yeah.
actually, Shao Kahn is not going to be in it.
No, if you pre-order him, you're gonna get him.
As a character.
Yeah.
No, that's Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung.
Yeah, no,
Shang
that's
Tsung.
his mortal enemy, isn't it?
No,
thought
Shao,
that
Yeah,
was-
but Shao Kahn is like the Shang Tsung.
when we
is
talk about this
playing
is making
for-
it sound really nerdy.
I know.
Shao Kahn.
Shang Tsung is technically from Other Realm, but he's in our plane of existence to perform the Mortal Kombat.
Okay. Oh, we're back on Earthrealm.
Yeah, we're back on Earthrealm, and then Shao
We're back
Kahn
to-
is still.
Okay,
We went from this-
No. Guys. Listen, I've tried
Basically,
explaining this entire story to Andy.
Mhm.
Dude,
How'd that
I've
go?
never seen her eyes glaze with boredom so quickly, dude. She's just like,
I've
what?
never tried to explain it to Monica.
Oh man,
Oh,
I
man.
get it.
I watched the video.
It'll take her all but 5 seconds to be like, what?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even know where to begin. That's like me trying to explain Resident Evil to her.
You just start
Oh,
with Mortal
man,
Kombat.
that's a
No,
whole
no.
nother thing,
You
too.
literally don't even need to talk about anything Mortal Kombat up to until like you just need to talk about 9, 10, and 11. That's all that matters.
No, because there's so much stuff behind you.
8 literally restarted the entire timeline again.
It doesn't matter. They keep restarting the timeline. I don't
Exactly.
care.
But now we restart the timeline with Liu Kang as a fire god.
He's a fire and water.
There is a
god.
good question though.
Is he the villain?
No, we don't know.
Is he the final?
But you
villain?
wanna know
Or
what's
is
the
he
bigger
I
question?
think he is the final boss.
Yeah.
You want to know what the bigger question is? Why is Melina there?
Why? What
Because
about
Melina, because
She's a fusion. Remember, she's not. She wasn't born naturally.
well, she's a science experiment.
Exactly. So why is she there? Because Shao Kahn was the one that
Melina.
fused outer world DNA and what's the Baraka that race? I forget the name.
I don't know.
Yeah, but those
the
people,
knives people?
the claw people. Yeah. I forget. Anyways, I already pre-ordered mine.
You did.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Did
What
you
do you think?
pre-order?
What do you
Did
think?
you get the collector's
Yes.
edition? Oh my! What
with a
comes
K.
with
With collector's edition with a K.
What's
What does it
that?
come with?
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it, dude. Because you're gonna.
No.
Where's
Tell
Listen,
me.
man. Mortal Kombat is my game, all right, dude.
Okay, collector's edition.
It comes with the
Mortal
statue
Of what?
Of what?
of Liu Kang.
How? Oh, you know what? We can look how much this was too.
No, please don't, dude. Please don't, dude. You're gonna hate me. No, because then you're gonna judge me, and I
He's
feel
been
bad,
lying-
dude.
Not only that, but he also lied to Andy.
No, no, she knows. It comes out of my birthday. This is my own birthday present, dude. No one's gonna get this for me. This is my own
It's
gift
the
to myself.
Collector's edition.
Yes, with a K.
God damn it, color.
I can tell you what it's on there. You know, you don't have to
September
look.
19th.
Yes,
okay.
on my birthday, dude.
How much was it?
What? Did you really?
$50?
Did you go to GameStop?
I pre-ordered it online on GameStop
Oh,
On
okay.
GameStop.
The game is $70
because it wasn't on Amazon anymore.
All games are $70 more.
Dang. Oh, yeah, there it
The
is.
box is nice.
Yeah, I told you, dude. Looks.
Oh, you
That's
know what? That statue's pretty dope.
That's a pretty sick statue,
You
actually.
get a little booklets. You get the. Oh, dude, the game.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Wait, what'd you get it
metal,
on?
It's a metal box.
Xbox Series X.
Oh, okay.
So
it's a
now
metal
I
box,
actually
isn't
have
it?
to get an Xbox.
I was gonna say, wait, you don't have a Series X.
No, so I actually have to go.
That's some more money you gotta spend.
Bro, is this Mortal
Wait,
Kombat?
hold on.
He,
Wait,
okay,
hold
so
on.
he bought a game to a console he doesn't even own yet.
Get one.
So this went from a $250 purchase to a $600 purchase?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it, okay? This is Mortal
That's
Kombat.
what I'm hearing. Look
Yeah.
at how much a Series X is right now.
It's like 450, 500, I think.
Look it up.
But it'll be discounted November.
In November. Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh wait, hold on.
Why are we judging me?
Because you were
'Cause
the
you
one
brought
that
it
put
up.
this all
Why you
out
look
here.
up this stuff?
Should have lied.
Dude. It's my-
They're going at least for $500.
$600.
$600 to $500.
This is an $800.
Were you gonna get me
purchase.
Mortal Kombat for my birthday?
Not the $250.
Exactly.
Not
So
the
this is my
collector's
own
edition.
present to myself.
I would have given you like a Steam
Listen,
card.
First
listen.
of all, why the Xbox? Why can't you just get a PS5?
Because I don't really play. I don't have. Okay, legitimate question.
most of my points, like gamer score stuff in history, is on Xbox.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have a PlayStation history.
you don't want to start from the beginning.
I don't want to feel like a novice.
You're
I've
not
been
a
playing
novice.
games for like.
Why do I
years.
feel like this is also because Mortal Kombat games more or less always come out on Game Pass? I feel like this is going to be on Game Pass.
That's fine, but you don't get the statue in Game Pass
That's true.
or the steel book.
I
That's
feel like
true,
this is a
too.
game that's going to be out on Game Pass.
It
I'm
probably will be.
You're going to play it. You're going to be like,
Well, the
Mortal
thing
Kombat
is-
is so much fun. I'll be like, yeah, I paid
Yeah,
for
and then it
free.
beat the story.
thing
It's
is,
like,
though,
okay.
I mean, personally, this is my personal opinion. I feel like there's no point of getting the actual
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's not.
Yeah, because I mean because if you're going out of like pure, like, if it's gonna be worth anything later, it's not. The only thing that might be worth something is maybe that statue.
No.
But
Look at how
the-
cool it looks.
I know it looks dope. You know,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. In your house, and just like, and gaze upon it. But still, like the steel book.
Joey knocks it over the first
Oh
day.
my god! Yeah, one of those dragon things are gonna be broken off. Watch, I can
Well,
see.
it's gonna,
Stop.
it's gonna tip over and
This
fucking
part right
snap
here,
off.
that part, that
Oh,
horn,
yeah.
that's gone.
So, there are 5 cameo characters, including Tremor, Johnny Cage, Chameleon, what is it called? Farah, and
they haven't announced any outside.
Jean-Claude
Mortal-
Van Damme.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say they haven't announced any outside Mortal Kombat characters.
They have. So, these characters are rumored to be included in like a pass that comes out like prior to like the game coming out. These characters are Quan Chi, Ermac. So those are 2, and Takada. The guest characters that are rumored to be coming out:
Yeah.
Omni-Man, Peacemaker, and Homelander.
I
Wait,
can see that.
Omni-Man
I feel Omni-Man and Homelander have been the hardest ones to like
lockdown.
be rumored.
Yeah, because those are not within the Warner Brothers Studios like confines. that they can
But-
get. But if they make a deal, that's pretty cool.
Exactly.
Anthony Starr coming in to do the voice,
that
or
would be pretty sick.
or what's his name, J.K. Simmons doing Omni Man's voice as well too.
I would like to see Omni-Man also in that in that whole like get up. I think also having an Invincible would be pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So that wraps up comic strips for this week,
Okay.
where we ended with you guys making fun of me, judging me.
Or
Uh-huh.
what about if they're making a Invincible fighting game? And that's how they got and they went to NetherRealm Studios to do it.
Sometimes that's
how
how
they
it
got-
happens. Yeah.
And that's how they got the contract.
And that's how they got Injustice started.
Yeah, they did DC versus Mortal Kombat.
And because they were already and then that was like the beta of like this is how we're
Yeah.
gonna make.
Mm-hmm.
the next
Injustice
one.
3.
That'd be interesting. I actually wouldn't mind an Injustice
boy-
3.
or-
Injustice
or-
2 was good.
Or a boys video game.
Nah, not a boys video game.
A boys RPG.
Boys RPG maybe, but I wouldn't go to NetherRealm Studios to do it.
No, I feel like they can do that because now
A
they
fighting
had,
game, though?
Yeah, like a fighting game because they already have like the Butcher with superpowers. and
Actually,
stuff
that
like
wouldn't be a bad idea because it wouldn't be a bad idea. The cast of characters is pretty interesting. It's already a bloody show anyway,
Yeah.
so why not? All right, so let's move on to some other news. Before we start talking about Fast X, great movie,
Yes.
but we'll get more into that. Oh man, you guys are in for a treat for this one. Let's talk about comic books. Let's talk about something that Marvel did.
Talk about
That-
Spider-Man.
No, well, yeah, actually.
Talk about
It's
Tom
not-
Holland being sober.
What?
Yeah, he's been sober.
So
You didn't know that?
No.
He's been sober for a year now.
Did he have a problem?
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently he did. He had
Apparently
a
he
drinking
was-
problem.
He had
Apparently
a
was
drinking
drunk-
problem
apparently
and he was
drunk
dating
on set.
Zendaya?
Yeah.
Apparently he was drunk on set.
Yeah, when he was doing his latest Apple TV show, it really affected his mental health, and he had an accident at home where it led to him realizing that he needs to be sober, and he's been sober.
Is he still
for-
dating Zendaya?
Yeah, they're still together.
Okay, good.
But like, apparently the show itself had
Bruh,
a
I
mental
love those
hold
kids,
on
man.
him. I like those crazy kids. But apparently the show he was working on that's now going to be released on Apple TV had a really toll on his mental health that really kind of like messed with him, and he didn't realize who he was, and then he was resorting to drinking. Apparently an incident happened in his house. They're not disclosing what, obviously.
That sucks.
But
Well,
he says
sober now?
he's gotten help. Yeah, he's gotten
Good.
help.
Good for
Yeah.
him. Good for him. No, that's not the topic we're talking about. Interesting, but no,
Yeah.
not the topic. We're going to be talking about comic books, specifically issue number 26 of Amazing Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
New Spider-Man.
Which will be released on May 31st.
So I heard it was supposed to release in July, but then now it's May 31st.
Yes.
The reason we're talking about this is because an important character that has been out for more than a decade at this point is facing her death.
Mm-hmm. Her
Miss-
first death.
Her first death. No. Not her first death.
Her death.
Her death.
Mm-hmm.
Asterisk.
That's her first.
Because that's what
No one dies in
Marvel.
comics
that's what Marvel has said. Marvel
Yes.
has said this is her death.
This
She's
is
out.
her death. Miss Marvel is dying in the comic book. So we get introduced to this character years ago.
Wait, Miss
right?
Marvel?
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel's gonna die.
The
Camila
Khan?
Camilla Khan.
She will die.
We were
in
talking
Amazing
about this in the
Spider-Man.
group chat.
Yeah, but we talk about a lot of stuff.
Oh my god, dude.
She's gonna die in issue 26 of Amazing Spider-Man.
So
But why would you kill off a character not in her own book?
good question.
Spider-Man sales are really not that great.
This is bringing up a lot of questions, right?
Yeah.
If you're an avid comic book reader, you know that whenever a comic book studio publisher says, hey, we're killing off this character, they never mention this is their first death, this is their second death, that we don't know the fate of it. No, a death is a death. That's it, right?
They have to say that because it's up the sales.
It's going to up the sales.
It's
This is
gonna
the
up
last bit.
yeah.
Is this in the Prime universe or not?
Yes.
Yes. So Camilla Khan is going to be killed off
Mm-hmm.
in the Amazing Spider-Man comic book series. Why not in her own issue?
That's what I'm like kind of
She
like.
doesn't have a series right now at the moment. But
She's-
it's really interesting that she is going to be in Amazing Spider-Man. But the thing is, too, is like they had a series with her called The Magnificent Miss Marvel that went on for a couple of issues. And then after that, she went on to do Champions. And then after that, she went on to do Avengers for a little bit.
How
but
old
then
would
that
she
was
be in the comics?
She's a young adult now. She's not a teenager.
Yeah.
She would be like what, 20?
Let's
In her
see.
mid-20s, I think. Early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Because a lot of people who are new into the comic book world who really don't pick them up frequently, right? They're looking at this and going like, well, why the hell is Marvel killing off such an iconic character? This is one of the few characters that Marvel is really pushing out there that has diversity. Woman, foreign, right? That's Pakistani. And is relatable to a lot of different people. So why are we killing her off not in her own series, not even developing her, giving her own plot lines, giving her own story, everything like that, and killing her off in someone else's series that she doesn't even interact with? She doesn't interact much with Spider-Man or Peter Parker. She's done 2 different like side quests that have been kind of like,
She's in Jersey City, right?
I think
She's in
so.
New Jersey,
Yeah,
right?
I think so. But the fact is that she's not really getting much development in the comic books, and they're going to kill her off there. And it's kind of gotten the internet fired up in a way that's kind of uneducated, I guess, because they're reducing this to a simple argument of misogyny or what is it when sexism, basically. That's what it is. Are you trying to look at the age?
Yeah, when she first appeared in 2020,
She
in
was 16.
2013, she was 16 years old. So
Yeah, but I, that's why I'm asking on how old she is.
she would be. Well, the thing is, sometimes they don't age them right away when they're having a series right now. So she could be 16 right now.
I think she's a little bit older based on the art that she has. That's the thing, is that we don't know. She hasn't even been pushed out on the comic books. Now, like we said before, right? Renee was saying this is her first death. Obviously. We know that she's going to be resurrected at some point. When Marvel says that they're going to kill a character off, it's not like they're going to be written off completely and they're going to replace her with someone else. Why would you? Right? And doesn't it come off as a little bit strange that they were teasing the death of someone maybe a couple weeks prior to that? And then they reveal it to be Miss Marvel?
Yeah.
Was that a leak or was that for
It was a
real?
leak.
It was a leak.
Someone leaked it.
How does she die?
We don't
They
know.
haven't said, but they did show like a panel. Someone did show a panel. I'm trying to see if they have it on here.
I
but
doubt
It
it.
looks like it's just the. This is like the issue after the Fallen Friend, the death of Miss Marvel. Oh, someone
Bless
leaked.
you.
Okay, so this is a spoiler cover. So this is how it got leaked. Someone leaked this cover specifically because Marvel likes to have a spoiler cover upon release and stuff like that. So this was it. Fallen Friend, the death of Miss Marvel and stuff. So that's how it came out to be. Let me see if I can find any panels.
I doubt it. I think Marvel probably shut it down.
Check in images. It'd probably be in images.
Oh
Anyway,
my god, I have a
here we
stuck
go.
sneeze.
So yeah, she's like fighting. And then there's Gold Goblin. That's Norman Osborn. He's trying to be a superhero now.
Okay.
It looks like
Oh, spoilers in case you want to read this comic by yourself, but honestly,
Oh, then this was the panel that apparently it's just Peter Parker holding her.
that was
And
it.
stuff. That was it.
And
Yeah.
people are complaining about this because the characters that are on there have never really had interactions with Miss Marvel.
That's not true. She's had plenty of interactions with the
Actually,
Fantastic Four.
So then people are saying people are wrong.
yeah.
was that Mary Jane?
This is Mary Jane. Yeah, and her husband and
With her new
stuff.
boyfriend or husband?
Is her husband?
Yeah,
She's
it's her
married
husband.
now.
She's married now.
Oh my god, I'm so.
Because remember, Peter she gets sent away, and then she gets with this guy.
And they do a time jump.
Yeah, then they do a time jump, and then she goes like, "Oh, Peter, I thought you would never come back." So I moved on.
Yeah.
And then I got
I'm
married,
behind
and
several
I had
issues
these two,
of Amazing Spider-Man.
and I ended up marrying this dude, and and then
No,
Peter,
but that's the problem with the new series right now is that so prior to
Peter's a
Miss Marvel, the series alone, Amazing Spider-Man at the moment is at its lowest point in the story, where all the fans are kind of just like, I'm not really paying attention to it. I'm just getting it because I want to get through this part.
So this entire basically the downfall of Spider-Man right now had to do with Peter Parker leaving Mary Jane.
This I could be
but it wasn't
wrong.
even Peter Parker leaving Mary Jane. It's Mary Jane leaving Peter.
Yeah.
Because she got sent to a different dimension, right?
He got sent to a different dimension.
He got sent to a different dimension. No, because she gets with that dude. She's stuck with him.
The thing is that
he was in a different dimension as well.
Peter wakes up. It's like Flashpoint. Peter wakes up in a different world where everyone's pissed off at him and stuff like that. No one likes the Avengers. Don't like Peter Parker or Spider-Man anymore. Mary Jane doesn't like him anymore, and we're just thrown in here and we don't know why. Peter doesn't even know why as well too. We come a couple issues in, we find out that some sort of being took him and literally threw him in a different universe or a different dimension.
So the Amazing Spider-Man storyline is just all over the place.
What they're trying to do, they've been leading up to, is getting rid of what is it? It's the whole Mephisto thing. They want to. That's what Marvel's doing with this whole thing. This whole.
They're trying to get rid of One More Day.
One More Day. They're
but they already
trying
did.
They're trying to completely as of canon wise, they want to get rid of that, and that's what they've been doing with this series of Spider-Man.
Here's the stupid thing about it.
It's really dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb because no one thinks about One More Day. The only reason One More Day ever gets brought up in comic book storylines is to make it a joke.
Yeah.
Well,
so
not only that, but also I just don't like the way that they're writing Mary Jane, where she literally goes, "Oh, well, I never thought you'd come back, so I moved on and I married somebody else," and it's like,
well, it's ridiculous because in the Nick Spencer run that we read, they fixed that whole thing of the whole
they made
relationship.
him legitimate. Yeah.
They made the relationship very Mary
Exactly.
Jane. Mary Jane has finally realized that Peter needs to be Spider-Man.
yeah.
And New York needs Spider-Man. And she was always holding him back, and she doesn't want to do that anymore. It's just she's finally understood that I can be with Peter and you can be Spider-Man at the same time.
So they basically got Mary Jane all the way up here, and then they then went, no. And they immediately just went, "Oh, I gave up on you, Peter. I never thought you'd come back."
Yeah.
So I started dating this dude that we found in a different dimension, and we're married and we have 2 kids.
So I don't know if they're
She has kids with this guy?
She has 2 kids.
That's the thing. You got to get caught up, man.
Do I want to get caught up?
I don't know. Or maybe watch some.
Or maybe watch a YouTube video. I don't know.
Like
That's what I
watch
did.
Comic
I mean, the
Historian
story that you guys are
or
telling
Comics
me is
Explained.
okay. Now this is interesting
Because honestly, that's how I caught up.
Because
I
I'm
got
reading-
it. I watched like the comic story, and I was like, "This is a dumb arc."
So you guys telling me is making me want to read and catch up all of Amazing Spider-Man at this point. But now I don't even want to read it to be interested. I'm reading it just to kind of say like, what the hell's going on here? This sounds stupid.
No, it is. That's the thing. A lot of Spider-Man readers are, like I said, they're literally just pushing through this whole arc of this creative team right now.
So then
Because
why
after this, there's supposed to be a relaunch. They're going to do a whole nother creative team.
of Amazing Spider-Man?
Amazing Spider-Man.
So we're doing another number 1.
I don't know if we are or we're not. I know that it's going to be a new creative team moving forward after
Okay,
this.
so now my question is this, because Miss Marvel dying in Amazing Spider-Man still makes no sense to me at all, right?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't
No.
even make any sense to this point. Miss Marvel has been an icon. She, in the last 10 years, has been the icon of Marvel Comics in terms of diversity, right? Woman, Pakistani, more relatable to general audiences, right? Even if you're not Pakistani, you can still relate to her based off her like teenage antics and like, you know,
Because she's a fangirl.
because she's a fangirl. That's what she is.
But also, what's more shocking than killing a fan?
Well,
That's
here's
true.
the thing. It's not even the shock factor of killing a fan because obviously, I mean, look, I'm desensitized of it. The the death of Wolverine was a good arc, but at no point did I think that he wasn't going to come back.
Yeah.
He even came out kind of stupid. Oh, we're going to like we're going to dissolve Battle World and Old Man Logan is a thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wasn't Old Man Logan the prime Logan for like a hot minute?
Yeah.
He was.
Because our Logan was dead for a while.
No, he was dead. Then he was technically Old Man Logan.
Yeah. From the Old Man Logan universe.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
Comics. But that's the thing. So overall, this comic is going to be a lot. It's going to be a hot book. So if you guys want to get it, I recommend getting it because it's going to be the first death. I'm saying first death of
No, it's
Camille Khan.
Renee. Just say it's the first death.
It's the first
It's
death.
the first death.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a permadeath.
Yeah.
It's not. People say it's a permadeath.
She'll be gone for like a good year.
Is there?
Or maybe she'll come back after Marvel's comes out.
Is it getting a variant?
Yeah, there's going to be multiple variants that obviously we'll be getting here at Undercity Comics, located at 12920 Philadelphia Street, Wooded, California. But yeah, we're gonna. There's gonna be multiple copies of this. Susan already ordered more copies for this.
It's a big issue.
It is,
But-
I think she had to order like 15 more.
It's stupid because like people are gonna collect this knowing like, oh yeah, this is the first death of Miss Marvel. It's huge, right?
Yeah.
The confusing thing is this: I'm gonna ignore everything about the general audience is getting mad about the death of Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
If you're not a comic book reader, you've never picked up a comic book in your life, or you're only picking up key issues because
Yeah.
someone told you to pick them up, you don't know anything about it. I'm sorry, I'm not being rude about
Plus,
it.
it's
but you
like,
don't know.
To be a comic book character in the Marvel universe, you kind of have to die.
Yeah, you're popular.
It's
you're dead.
Yeah, that's the
You know
thing.
what? Spider-Man's died 9 times?
Yeah, he's died so many times. Even the Fantastic Four have died.
Yeah, exactly.
Recently, and they came back.
Yeah. People die, they come back. It's comic books.
Bring
That's the
in
thing. Or better,
Norman Osborn's died like multiple times.
here's a
too.
better explanation. People die to get sales.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
That's it. You don't have to be like, oh my God, Marvel doing this and killing off someone who's diverse. That's so wrong. No,
Yeah.
they've done this before. It's nothing new. Here is my problem with it, okay? I'm confused because you're killing off Miss Marvel on the eve of the Marvels coming out.
Yeah.
Makes
That
absolutely
won't come
no
out
sense.
until November. Oh, July? Is it July or November? Oh, it's November.
November.
It got
But
pushed to
why are
November.
you killing her off?
Because her new book is coming out in November.
You
Issue
think?
1 will probably come out in November when she gets resurrected.
Or is Monica Rambeau in the comic books right now or no?
Yeah, she has her own comic book right now.
She
Photon.
does.
Yeah.
So do you think that they're killing off Miss Marvel to move sales of what is her character? Photon?
No, you don't really need to do that to make more sales. 'Cause-
They did that with US Agent.
Well, no, because after the trailer came out for Marvels, Photon came out.
That's why I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying in November, this is all going to be wiped away, and they're gonna go, boom. There was a multiversal shift, and then she was resurrected for some dumb reason.
One bad day again. Peter Parker brings
one
back
more day.
more day.
Yeah, Peter made a sacrifice where he loses all his memories to bring back Miss Marvel.
So to wrap up this conversation.
So dumb.
Okay.
It's dumb.
It really,
is.
it really is. That's the thing. But it's comics.
That's why, honestly, you know, it's pretty good though right now. DC with the great.
It's been good.
Have you been reading Grayson?
No.
Like the Dick Grayson stuff?
I've never picked up a Grayson.
Yeah, the Nightwing series.
Like the Nightwing series is really good, where he's like, now he has Grayson
Well,
Industries and he's in charge of the Justice League. And
Okay.
all the founding members of the Justice League have all retired.
And there's all Titans.
DC
Yeah, it's
has
just
had a
Titans now.
good multi-year run of single-storied issues, like doing well. Single-character issues,
Yeah.
excuse me,
Yeah.
having really good arcs, right? To wrap up this, I wanted to ask something real quick.
What?
Has Marvel had a multi-story arc in the last recent years or no? Original Sin, AVX.
They did have one called Heroes Were Born, where Blade woke up in a world that doesn't have the Avengers, and he had to come out and like perform his own Avengers,
Which
but
is canon?
no, that was a what if kind of thing. Like
That's
again,
my problem.
Yeah,
Because DC, I've noticed, DC, whenever they feel like they're getting kind of rusty or their stories have been stale, they do a multi-universe story
yeah.
to
they
revive everything.
They make a lot. Well, no, that and then also they'll make a self-contained story that has nothing to do with the canon at all, like Deceased, Dark Knights of Steel, and stuff like that. You know, have a zombie
Death
apocalypse in the DC. Yeah, have a DC like DC have Marvel zombies, and then Dark Knights of Steel is basically Game of Thrones but with DC characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They'll do that, but it won't affect the main arc of the canon.
Or it will, and eventually, like those characters will be brought.
Yeah, because Deceased leaked into the main run of DC Comics for a bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
I thought it did.
No, dude, it's still a self-contained thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a different universe.
Marvel needs this.
I'm reading that one, and it's still
It's still over there.
Yeah.
It's still there.
It's still like, oh,
Is
this
DC's
is so
not
cool.
good?
No, DC is good.
No,
but-
deceased.
Oh, DC's. I love DC's. I gotta get you my my trade paperbacks that I have.
Okay.
They're really good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I gotta definitely read that. It's a confusing thing. I mean, moral of the story for this portion of the podcast: basically, don't believe the hype when people say it's a permadeath of a character in comic books. No,
And DC's winning the comic book war right now.
it's been winning the comic book war. It's been winning it. It's been
Yeah.
winning it.
Yeah.
There's
Soon
no
we'll
argument
get the
there.
movies up and running too.
James Gunn.
James Gunn, we're looking at you, man.
I love Chris Pratt when he was doing what was it, interviews with James Gunn.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh yeah, thank God James Gunn's, he's gonna save the DC universe. And then Pratt looks at him and he goes, "Hey Gunn, you ever think that there would be one day where Superman and Batman would ask you for help? they would need you to save them." And he's like, "No," but when you put it like that, it's awesome.
That's awesome. That's funny.
Look, man, I'm a Marvel boy. I'm a ride or die, just like with the Fast series.
Oh God,
What do you mean, oh God? I was the one to tell you to be excited for Fast 10.
because your family.
Oh, you're gonna go now?
Yeah.
You're gonna go now?
'cause
When
he
the
doesn't
hype
have-
train's coming?
Because he doesn't have cards.
Because he doesn't have cards. Ladies and gentlemen, we reached the Fast 10 portion of this issue. The issue the part where Nick makes fun of me for liking the Fast series.
I don't.
Goes
I'm
and
not-
watches the movie and comes out like a boy with a shiny new toy.
No,
No.
I come back as
Your eyes were all glazed with happiness. You couldn't
for a
stop
while-
talking about it.
No, for a while, and then after we dropped off Renee, I really started tearing that movie apart.
Yeah,
I just-
and I told you, don't put so much logic into it.
As soon as we dropped off Renee, I was like, I just started.
You're putting way too much thought
ripping
into
that
it.
movie apart. I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. Also, at what I'm wondering. Hold on, just in case.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys haven't seen Fast and the Furious, we're about to spoil the hell out of this movie.
But if you don't care, that's fine too.
And we got packets. We got trading cards.
We're gonna talk
did.
all the ridiculous moments, all the
All right.
moments that we enjoyed, moments that we liked.
So I opened mine up like
We
this.
walk into AMC Norwalk,
Yeah.
and
I
this
opened
girl
mine up like
asks us,
this.
she's like, do you want the trading cards?
and I was like, duh.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why would I not want them? Hold on, mine are upside down because I don't know what they are yet.
If they're all the same,
Ready?
we should
I
find
think
out.
they're all the same.
They
Oh,
could be
you
all
know
the
that?
same.
Wait, who's your front character?
Who's my front character?
Yeah. I forget her name.
Wait, let me see.
Mia?
Mia.
Yeah.
Mine was Mia too.
Okay, so that could
okay,
be the
so is it
same.
Mia, followed
Same.
by
Jacob,
Jacob, followed by,
Han.
that's Hobbs, right?
That's Han.
No, no,
That's Shaw.
that's Shaw. So yours is messed up.
Mine's Han.
Oh,
Mine's Han.
So it is Nick.
Wait. Oh, they're different.
I got different ones.
Oh, because I got Shaw.
Uh-huh.
I got
Well, I can't wait to see what I
Wait,
got. At
I got
home.
Mrs. Nobody, and then I also got
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron. I don't know her name.
One trade.
yeah. I was like, I actually was like,
And then I got
You got Hobbs?
You got Hobbs?
no, I got Shaw.
Oh,
else did you
Shaw.
get?
Okay.
Did you get Toretto?
No,
You didn't get Toretto? Ooh.
Ooh, maybe you got Toretto.
Oh, maybe I got Toretto. I don't
I
know.
can't remember his name. Crap.
Oh, that's Roman.
Tej?
Roman.
Or
No,
Roman?
Tej is ludicrous.
Yeah, Luda.
Who is this?
Oh, that's
That's us. Not.
that's the computer chick.
yeah.
Oh, Ramses.
That's
Ramsey.
Ramses because I have Cypher.
I couldn't see her hair. That's why.
Oh, that's
yeah, and I
right.
have
yeah.
Cypher.
You got Cypher?
Wait,
you have Han?
Cypher. Oh, that's who she is.
you have Han?
I
I'll
have
trade
Han.
you, dude.
For what?
I have Han. I have Han. Han.
Do you
and
want
Jacob.
my Shaw for your Han?
No, I want Han.
Dude, I love Han.
I'll trade you Cypher for Han. I mean for
No,
for
I don't
Shaw.
want Cypher, dude.
Cypher's a
This
weak
is
villain.
nobody. Missing.
I don't like Miss Marvel. I don't like Captain Marvel.
Okay, whatever.
All right, I wanted Han. I'm a fan of Tokyo Drift.
I know that's exactly why I saw I got Han and I was like, all right, that's good.
I'm happy.
I'm fine with this.
All right, prequel to Fast 10.
I summon
We go.
Han.
His ability allows me to drift out of any situation.
His ability allows me that if I go to 0 life points, I can then be resurrected.
Plot armor.
Yeah. Which activated my trap card of Cypher.
So a little bit of backstory to Fast 10. So,
These are actually pretty cool. I'm gonna-
how long was it since Fast 9 came out? 2 years ago?
Yeah, was it?
I think
it was 2
'cause
years
it was
ago.
the first movie out of the pandemic.
So-
Or like one of the early movies.
Yeah. So we
I think it finished during the pandemic, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
we talk about Fast 9. We're not super excited to go watch, but we're like, you know what? Fast series has been okay to us. It's been
Yeah,
alright.
it hasn't been
Right?
too bad. Was it Fast and Furious 8 was
Okay. It wasn't memorable.
It was the one with
Dom's kid.
and then Cypher is
That's
the
Fast
one.
8. Yeah, where Cypher takes Dom's kid.
Yeah, and
Not
that's he
Dom's
becomes
kid,
Dark
but
Dom.
the girl from Fast 5
No, but it's Dom's kid.
is.
And then Dom
Dom-
betrays the team.
Dom, she has a kid with Dom.
Yes.
Because she ends up leaving because Dom goes like, "Hey, I know we're doing something. I know we've been doing the nasty, but my wife came back to life, so I need you to go.
Right?
Like,
Yeah. Hey,
I need you to go back to Colombia.
Letty,
That's-
and listen, I
Go
know,
back to Rio.
Brazil.
I
back to
know,
Rio.
I know that you're family, but Letty is family. That's a double
Like
family.
we've been smushing boots,
yeah,
and that's cool.
yeah.
But I actually married her.
Mm-hmm.
A secret marriage that nobody knows about.
That's right, dude.
Yeah.
That was in like Fast 6.
Yeah, no,
Where it
it
gets-
was,
that was
That's not
Fast
Fast
and
4.
Furious. Wasn't it? It was
No,
Fast
that
and
was-
Furious.
Was
we
it the
find out.
fourth one?
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
find
no.
out. No, we
But
find
they're
out that they
married?
were together. Yeah, and that's why he goes back and he tries to find who killed Letty.
That's Fast 7.
No, Letty is alive. He
Point
finds
being,
out
there's
and
way
he's
too many
alive.
fast moves, way too
It's-
many storylines that really
No, but
like.
that's Fast 7.
Okay, well let's move on from this. Okay, so
No,
we go
Fast
watch
7 is
Fast
just
9.
Shaw has.
If you want to go check out our previous issue where we talk about Fast 9, it's somewhere in there. I forget what issue it is.
I should
but
listen to that. 'cause
oh man, but
we were all
Nick
over
tore Fast 9 a new one because
Yeah.
Nick was super disappointed.
I was so upset.
So the
so
Fast
upset.
9, Fast 9. Brian still liked it because he's a hardcore fan. Me
Hell
and
yeah.
Nick didn't.
I stuck with it till the end.
Yeah, me and Nick didn't like it because there were some points that they broke the fourth wall.
Which I'm
And-
okay with. but
No, I didn't like the whole we're gonna basically talk about our plot armor, and it's like okay.
You guys ever notice that we can't die?
Yeah, I hate
Truck
that
falls.
And then
so
immediately
much.
a truck falls on top of his head, and then
Yeah.
he goes like, "Oh, I'm good, guys." Where
John-
even the characters are like, "Dude, how did you survive that?"
John Cena's character was just basically a mirror image of Dom, which it was just two guys grunting at each other. Family. And he wasn't a great villain. And then we had Cypher again for like the second time in this movie, which Charlize Theron's Cypher character is okay.
Oscar award winning.
No, but hold on, Charlize Theron is a great actress.
Yeah.
She's an amazing actress.
She's an Oscar award winner.
She's an Oscar award winner that is not given a lot to do.
Yeah.
In 8, she is a menacing villain.
Yeah,
she
she
is a good villain. In 9 and 10, I don't know what she's doing.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We're not talking about 10
It's
yet
okay, but
because
9, it was very.
9 was 9 for you guys was it.
She was like, I'm
Nine,
gonna hire
she was
Dom's brother.
Yeah.
Villain stuff. And basically, that was it.
Oh, there
I
was a
like-
tab.
So funny thing is, that's what I did. Funny thing is this: you two,
Yeah, we went
No,
into.
you
yeah.
were like, I'm gonna give Fast 10 a try. Nick was like, no,
Yeah.
no, I'm done.
No,
Fast
I said
9 is
I
it.
was. I
you
said
were
I
done.
was going into
You
this
got
movie
off
to
the
make
ride.
fun of it.
You got off the ride.
I got back on the ride
no,
to make fun of it.
You were
went-
half-ass on the ride.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said, listen,
You were like
if my
this. You
hands
were
are
like,
tied,
okay.
as Brian's number one best friend,
Yes.
according
Second
to you,
best friend.
First.
you said,
You just said number 1.
no, I'm saying your words.
No.
No.
That's not. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna play it as my ringtone.
I'm going to get back on this ride to support family. You weren't going in this positively. You were going in it negatively.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you said this movie was going to suck.
And
I was
I
expecting this movie.
Two
to
and a
be
half hours later.
I wasn't too hyped when we were gonna start watching this
But
movie.
I appreciate you.
Yes.
Because you said,
I'll give it a chance.
give it a chance. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
I was in. I stuck with it, dude. I stuck with it since the beginning. All right. There's receipts. Day one stand. Well, you two, you backed out of it. You debated.
Yes.
Me, nah. Fast 10. We walk out.
because you're a sheep.
That's fine.
Sheep.
Call me a sheep because
sheep.
whose ass came out of that theater saying, why can't I wait for the number 11? I'm so excited for number 11.
No. I
enjoyed
said-
this movie. You got back on the ride and
I
you said, give me another.
The movie was dumb.
Another one.
The movie was dumb.
Another one.
But I am looking forward to seeing what
No,
happens.
that's not. You were not so nonchalant about it.
I know. I was
You
excited.
were laughing. You
was
were
laughing.
enjoying
Overall,
yourself.
I was
overall,
I-
I think we can agree we had a good time watching the movie.
Oh no, Nick had a much better experience than just a good time.
I was honeyed.
So he was honey potty.
I was honey potted. By
Yeah.
the time I got because you saw it too. By the time we got back to my house, I was really starting to turn.
Yeah, I know
I
you
was
were.
starting to turn.
I know.
I was like,
No. This is how you explained it to me.
We really
You
started.
said-
We started like going
Talking
through
about
the
it?
movie. We started talking about the movie, and we started going line, but like section
Scene
by
by scene,
section,
yeah.
like scene by scene, and I was going like, wait, but that doesn't make. But if
Nothing
this happened,
makes
then
sense.
why does that make sense? And then why does this make sense? And then we started going like through it, and then I was like, now that the adrenaline's wearing off.
Listen.
Oh my god, this movie sucks.
Listen, Fast 10, the easiest way
Yeah.
to explain the plot of this movie is the movie starts off with getting a backstory to who Dante is, Jason Momoa's character, right?
Yeah.
He then says, look, Dom messed up my family. I'm going to mess up your family. And I'm going to
Listen,
start,
It's the family versus Aquaman.
basically.
Yeah.
And then he says, listen, I'm going to go kill Jesus Christ. And he sets off a bomb in Rome. And Dom says, nah, dude, you're going to mess with my family and Jesus Christ? I ain't doing that. So
No,
Dom
yeah.
single-handedly saves the Catholic religion.
Yeah, it was great watching Rocket League in Italy.
It really was Rocket League.
Yeah, it was real, no, but not in a bad way. Honestly, I liked that whole sequence. It was fun. It was cool seeing Dom being like saving people with his car.
When the
That- okay,
freaking
that-
bomb
that
runs
sounds-
over a gas station
Yeah.
and Tom says, listen,
Boom!
save the coffee people
Yeah.
by throwing a freaking tarp in front of their way to prevent
Yeah.
the fire from hitting
You know
them.
what? It was creative. I
That,
you
I
know,
didn't
creative
realize,
points were 11 at that
I
point.
didn't know that it was a fire retardant. Like, tarp.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know that like if an explosion happens engulfing all those people in
Yeah.
the tarp, that they'd still be okay
Yeah,
because Dom saved them because the tarp
with his
fell-
car.
You
With
know
his
why?
car.
You know why? Plot armor explained. He saved Jesus Christ. If the
car-
Vatican
yeah.
would have blown up,
I just like everything.
no plot
now.
armor.
No, the car and Dom were one. That's
Yes.
the thing. That's his
So-
that's his superpower.
So,
Yeah.
so that was
The
so that was-
Charger.
That was the other thing because then so the beginning of this movie is dealing with all this.
No, the beginning of the movie explains why they have plot armor.
yes, what because of Jesus. Yes.
Yes.
But anyway.
Oh, wait
it's-
until the end. I'll explain it to you. Nick
so
and I
they
talked
get-
about this
so,
after.
So they get marked as terrorists.
Yes.
And then all their money gets taken away because Dante ends up taking over Cypher's basically like business.
So the Joker goes after the Avengers in
So
Rome,
okay,
and the
we
Avengers
should,
are
I
then
feel like
marked by
we
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay, wait,
really
wait,
need to
yeah,
explain
yeah.
the type
Stop,
of villain
stop.
Jason Momoa
Jason
is.
Momoa
Joker.
is a mixture of he used Heath Ledger's Joker
Yeah,
and then just mixed in just a little bit of Aquaman.
right. Yeah, it was really interesting because he plays this character so flamboyant and yet so just hyper and jittery, and it's super great because one of the best like there's really like Jason Momoa has like the plainest lines, but just amps it up to 11.
He has the
as
greatest delivery.
Yeah,
He understands the obscurity of this movie
Yeah.
and just envelops it and says, okay, if this movie is out of this world wacky,
Yeah.
I'm also going to be wacky.
Yeah.
At the same time, being that kind of person, he's also super menacing.
Yes.
He had a contingency plan for everything that was thrown his way.
He was a genius.
Yeah. There's one line that I just still sticks with me and I love it is when he's seeing his plan unfold and he's like, I got to get into this. Runs into his car. Right before he gets into the car, goes, let's go.
Oh, that's in the third act,
yeah,
dude.
let's go. Just jumps up and does a kick in the air and goes, let's go. And
So
I'm like,
the
yes.
first act of this movie is basically the Rome scene, right? Because then the second act is the agency, which is basically S.H.I.E.L.D. at this point.
Yeah.
They go after Dom
Which
because
is
they're marked
the
as
new
terrorists.
person in charge is
Aquaman.
No,
No,
it's
Ames. Yeah,
it's Aquaman.
Jack Reacher. Well, yeah,
It's
but
Aquaman.
it's Smallville Aquaman.
Smallville Aquaman.
I feel like you need to clarify.
Smallville Aquaman met big screen
Yes.
Aquaman to then become a super villain team
to become Aquaman.
who then decide at the end of the movie to kill Dom with water.
Wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
But the genius idea was for Aquamans to then drown Dom.
oh my god, dude.
He wanted to wait off until
I know.
Yeah, that's
no, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So, because it's self-explanatory. How do
That's
you
the
spoil
thing.
this movie? The fact is, we can spoil this movie, and this movie will still be good.
Yes, that's the thing. So the one thing I loved about, or a few things I loved about this movie was the villain, Jason Momoa, and John Cena was written way better.
He takes over the second
second act of that movie, because this movie does a really good job in the second act of separating the characters into their respective stories.
Yes.
You have Tej, Roman, and Ramses and Han going off on their own adventures.
And this is the first time that the teams like getting separated.
But it's good because they don't have to interact with the Avengers.
Kind of like in
Infinity Wars. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Infinity War, they're all separated too.
Yeah.
So they basically go off on their own, and they're the comedic bits. They have their own tensions, but
somebody
they have their
definitely
comedic.
saw Infinity War and went, we should do that, but with cars.
Yes.
Basically, Dom is trying to find a way to stop Dante. Essentially, like he knows who he is at this point. He's trying to kind of let people do their own thing, bring the family back together, but at the same time take down Dante.
Yeah.
Letty basically gets caught in Rome, and she does her own thing with Cypher.
She gets captured and then gets blacklisted in the prison and from the agency.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Jacob, his storyline is probably the most interesting that we see develop, because he then has to take little B, Dom's kid, to safety at a rendezvous point.
Jacob takes little B, who's little Bryan. Cypher turns herself in. And that's how she goes to jail. Because then, dang, where's Jason Momoa? I hope you get Jason Momoa.
That'd be great.
You need to get the rest of the characters.
I know. How do we collect them all?
We got to go back and
we got to go keep on watching it over and over again. But
that's how they get you.
That's how they get you. But yeah, so I mean, it's interesting because Dom's by himself and he's more or less with what was it?
He's his own thing. He
No,
doesn't
'cause
interact with anyone.
He's with nobody. He's with nobody's daughter.
No, she doesn't even play a big role in this. Remember, because she says to Dom basically like, okay, get Letty out of there. She says, I can't do it. Well, then do it. Gives her the cross, and then she goes off to go meet with Letty. She doesn't come back until the bridge scene.
Until they're back in Rio.
Yeah, basically, which is like closer towards the end of the second act.
That's because she was filming the Marvel.
Sure, whatever excuse you want to put out there, but she's not even relevant in the story. She just kind of ends up being that kind of like middle ground, neutral connection between the agency and Dom, right?
Which I don't know why they couldn't just bring back Kurt Russell. If
He's
that was
still
the case,
alive.
because they still say that he's alive or he's in hiding.
That's because you're waiting until the third part of Fast 10.
For Kurt Russell to come back.
Yeah, exactly, as a
Yeah.
hologram.
Because what Kurt Russell's been doing, he's been going to go get Dom's dad.
Yeah. Oh,
Because that's who's going to get resurrected.
and Brian
in the last
O'Connor.
one.
They
Oh my god! No, the whole movie's like them resurrecting Paul Walker.
The second act is probably the messiest, because you have so many different cameo like characters and so many storylines being developed. You kind of get confused. Even us talking about it and trying to summarize it won't make any sense.
It's a lot happening. I
It is.
think so obviously it's a movie where you have to be still invested in these movies. You can't just pick up and just watch Fast X.
No.
You have to watch obviously from Fast 5 till now. I think if that's the easiest way for people to get caught up to this movie, not watch. I mean, you could watch if you wanted to. You want to be that person. You could watch from the first one to now. I mean, it's a bigger payoff.
It
That's
is
the
a
thing.
bigger payoff, because if you start with Fast 5, you understand certain elements of the story, but then once you start thinking about how did we get to Fast 5, then you have to start watching 1 and 2.
That's the
Not
thing.
only that, but also you're wondering where all these other characters came from.
And then they
too.
reference Han's death like twice in the last, or 3 times.
And then they also did Vin Diesel's short too.
Oh yeah, they
Ghostbusters.
That's right.
reshot that. Yeah.
So you have all these different things. The other character that gets introduced in the second act is the sister of the girl, cop that tries to stop
From Fast
Dom and
5.
Rio in Fast
Dom's,
5.
Yeah, Dom's baby mama.
Yeah, the lover, the little B's actual mom.
Yeah, which
right?
is
Which-
Ratcatcher, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the
the
actress that plays
the-
Ratcatcher. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Also from Guardians 3.
Yeah.
She plays Ratcatcher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, she's so different.
Oh yeah.
But basically, sister gets introduced, and she becomes another element that Dom needs to protect.
Yeah.
She kind of just appears there. She is the kind of person
wanna
that makes
expand the
Dom
family.
Yeah, exactly. So now she's a part of the family,
Yeah.
and you even mentioned this. You made a joke about it. It's like she's giving Dom the
I'm gonna have sex with you, eyes.
yeah,
Yeah. No, yeah.
which is like kind of weird, because it's like you're
Well, I
already.
got the older one. Might as well get the younger one.
Dude, when you put it that way, man, it's like
He's
no.
just collectors at this point.
It's so
collecting
dumb,
them.
but it's
She's
interesting.
like Pokemon cards. I got one sister. I got 2 sisters.
But her introduction
I
does
got
bring up a certain question, which is,
Yes.
okay, now you get to see Dom actually having to make a choice, because the entire movie teases the fact that like Dom is going to have to make a choice. The trailers kind of anticipate the fact that Dom is going to lose
lose someone in the family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And this is the first part that we do see someone he loses in the family, which is a
Someone that
connection he
knows,
had
yeah.
in Rio.
But
It was minor.
I think because what happened was I think that when they were going through it, they were like, who can we kill off?
Yeah.
And then they put all the family up there and they were like, okay, we can't lose Tej because we need somebody who knows computers and knows cars. We can't lose Ramses because she also deals in like computers and hacking. And she's like more in depth. Roman, it's funny. Han, nobody wants to kill Han. We brought him back too many times. We can't kill him again.
Yeah.
Shaw, he's not there enough. Can't kill Shaw. He's too much. He's too cool. The
Jason
Rock,
Statham.
yeah, it's Jason Statham. He wouldn't allow them to kill him anyway. The Rock wouldn't allow him to kill him anyway. John Cena's kind of like the only pick, really.
I was really kind of disappointed.
So
in that.
hang on. Here's my theory,
Yeah.
because Nick and I talked about this,
Because
right?
Jacob's new, and he kind of plays the same role.
He had
as
a better
Dom.
arc this time
did.
because he developed himself with Little B. He became the cool uncle.
Yes.
Right? So he takes Little B to the secret hideout.
See, I was thinking, so I'm watching that whole sequence he has with Little B, right? And I'm thinking in my head, well, if Paul Walker was still alive, I think that would be a better character. Like, instead of John Cena, you put Bryan.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
It would be
I
good
can
because
see it.
he's not like Jacob, but he's, he knows how to fight. He knows how to sneak around and stuff like that. He's been doing it for years.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I
Yeah.
think if anything, I don't think that he would be Little V. I think he would be Little Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Vince.
saved
Yeah.
them inside of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And died doing it. So I always thought like Dom's first kid would be named Vince.
Vince. Yeah, because
But we all forgot about Vince.
which
Yeah,
sucks because
everyone.
Vince was the homie in the first one, and
Yeah,
then
he
he
was-
like
and then he came
redeemed
back in
himself
5.
in
And then,
5.
and then he
Yeah.
came back in 5, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, like Vince is pretty dope." And then he
Yeah.
ends up dying to Reyes as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh yeah, if like you were gonna have a kid, but then Paul Walker ends up passing away, and it's kind of like, oh, we gotta have to.
He ends up taking the
Well, that's the
torch.
thing. I feel like when they realized that Paul Walker died and stuff, and realizing moving on with the franchise without, Bryan, then they started resurrecting characters.
Yeah.
At that point.
So in
because it's like, oh, we're already kind of like, we lost so many characters before. We lost Han, we lost Giselle, and stuff, and now we're trying to do movies without Bryan.
Yeah. So in the
Whatever
third,
happened to the two? Which one? To the two Puerto Rican guys?
so they end up being written off, and I think in a right way because they were not necessarily essential in the 5th one. Because in the 5th one, remember, they end up getting their money and then they gamble it all away and lose it.
Yeah, but they were a great comedic duo. You get to
They
watch
were
them
for
bicker.
the 5th one.
Yeah, but I feel like you could still have them. Like they
because
go
then
in
Ted
undercover
is-
as like the everyday guys.
Yeah, but
you know?
but then Tej and Roman took that spot.
Yeah, and it does. But you get kind of
They
tired
also
of that.
brought back the 2 guys from what's his name from Tokyo Drift.
Oh yeah, from
Yeah.
the last one.
Yeah, in the last one, which were like little cameo characters. They could be doing that in the second part of Fast 10.
Oh, they're gonna
Point
look
being, in the
worse.
3rd act, they get to the safe house, Jacob and Little B. They get found out because Dante has God's Eye, which is this device that basically lets anyone track whoever all over the world. Then a chase sequence ensues. The scene in the trailer where Dom grabs
Isn't
2
that the MacGuffin from
helicopters.
7?
I think so.
It's the MacGuffin from
Yeah.
7.
I think so. This is the part where Jacob dies, essentially, right? Which brings us to the theory that Nick and I have. So there's always this element that the Fast series always wants to focus on like one little item, right? That's kind of like relevant. They always kind of like check off guns something, right? They always do that. So if you noticed in the sequence when Jacob is giving himself up to let Dom rescue Little B, in that slow motion sequence, they focus on the cross for like 3 seconds. And then the car slams on the opposite side, hitting all the traffic that's about to hit Dom. I told Nick that scene feels like it's Jacob's one-up. Like he's using his like his one-up like element. Jesus Christ saves him,
okay.
and he's alive because there's no body.
That's true. Okay.
I mean, it
and
was on fire.
I'll
So
talk
there's
about
no body.
this.
Okay,
so-
which gives
I'll
us
talk-
another point.
So I'll talk about this when we reach the ending. Then I'll mention
I think
something.
we're reaching
then.
the end. It's already 1:22.
Yeah.
No, but
Let's-
like the ending of when we get to the final
Sure.
end of the movie.
Are you talking about Letty and Cypher's?
No, about Dom's ending.
Okay,
right
because
before.
that episode that kind of ends up wrapping up
Yeah.
as well, right? So they get out of the little area, which they find out it's Antarctica, and then they find out the nuclear sub from Fast 8 is still around. Who comes out? Gal Gadot's character. She's alive. No body.
She wasn't even
no
alive
death.
for that movie.
No.
She was dead in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd she get the sub?
So if you guys are not familiar with that, she ends up dying because she falls out of a plane
Yeah.
going hundreds of miles.
In 6.
And apparently
Six.
we're supposed to know that, or apparently Cypher is the one that says, oh yeah, this was always the plan.
Yeah.
And then we see Gazelle come out
Yeah.
from the nuclear sub that was from Furious 8.
No body, no death.
Yeah.
Which
So
is why Jacob is still alive.
so then this is what I'm thinking when we get to the end of Dom's story in the Fast X. It's he drives down the water reservoir in a great fashion.
Oh,
with
the greatest line
line in the Fast and the Furious franchise.
have taken
When
my
Jason
money.
when Jason Momoa tells him, "I took your money, I took your family, and I took your kid. What do you have left?" And he goes, "Well, you didn't take my car." and just like drives down the reservoir. Like these 2 gasoline trucks are exploding and stuff, and he's like, shh. And then Dom, in great fashion's like, "We're gonna be engulfed in flame. Time to hit the NOS." And they just
Yeah, he opens a tank of NOS, which
That's
is
on fire.
flammable.
yeah,
Which the whole canopy is on fire.
Yeah.
Already. And then hits the NOS.
And that's
And
like
then
at
it
a Mario
shoots
Kart.
him out.
Yeah.
And then it shoots him out.
So apparently we're supposed to know that they're in like some sort of NOS kind of like
Bubble?
shield.
Like, that's how that
bubble,
works?
And boom, and it's just how he survives it. And then they
and then he
go
crashes. And then he crashes.
What
at
was
the
the
bottom.
what was the focus inside? The cross.
the cross. Yeah.
And then Tej, Ramses, Han, and
That's it. That was everyone in the plane.
That was
They
everybody.
Yeah.
get shot down by
They get
Ames.
shot
They get
down,
shot
yeah.
down after meeting with Shaw because their entire thing was to meet up with Shaw, and then they have the
But Shaw
car-
leaves because his wife, his mother, his mom was on the hit list.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all the
I
money
go save me, mom.
Go save me, mom. Well, because the money that Dante steals, he uses it to hire hitmen to kill the family.
Yeah.
Which also, these are some bad hitmen.
Yeah, they're really terrible. They're not that great at all.
Which is interesting too, because the end of this movie is the end of Hobbs and Shaw.
Is it?
Because at the very end of Hobbs and Shaw, he's beating up that dude.
Idris Elba's character.
No, because he's a Russian that they get information from for Idris Elba. So one of the end credit scenes is him beating up that guy for more information, and then the doorbell rings and it's Han, and then that's supposed to be the end of.
Oh,
Hobbs
that's
and Shaw.
right. Yeah.
And then that's where this intersects Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
So technically, Hobbs and Shaw just finished.
Yeah.
Which I love that in that scene where they show Han, where Shaw opens the door and Han's there. He has a different haircut because he has short hair. But then in this one, it's like, oh, he has longer hair.
Yeah, he has longer hair, which I also think is funny too. Where he's like, "Oh, there's only one reason why a dead man comes to visit me, and that's for revenge."
And just pulls him in and just like closes the door. But I think so. So Dom, back to the ending. Dom crashes his car into the lake or whatever
Yes.
water reservoir that he's in and stuff. And him and his son are coming out of the water. The car's like done. And then basically Jason Momoa is
Now
saying,
you're exactly where I wanted
exactly
you.
where I want you. And then pushes a button, and we see that the water reservoir is just laced with mines. Explodes, breaks down, and then next scene it cuts to Vin Diesel looking at his son. Boom. That's it. End.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. No, it's over. So
And that's when I
Very-
turned around to Nick, and Nick was just like, I can't wait for the next one.
yeah, honestly, there's supposed to be 3 more movies, or is it 2 more
Oh,
movies?
They haven't
God,
decided-
please,
they haven't
dude.
decided yet.
They haven't decided, but it's going to be multiple movies after
It's
this
either-
one.
That's
they
fine.
said that according to Vin Diesel,
Yeah.
they wanted it to be a 2 parts. Then, according to him, the people from the studio saw this one and went, "Is there any way we can make this a 3-parter?"
No, don't make it 3.
And then Vin was like, "I don't know. I think we
Day
can
one,
do
baby.
something."
Day one. I'm going to be on this ride until the very end.
no,
dude.
make the next one the last one. I think.
Oh,
That's
no,
what
I
I'm
they-
think-
ready.
I
Give
think one
me
more.
another
No.
one.
I think
Another
more.
one.
No, because it's cool.
It's-
I
You
mean,
want to
okay,
end
it's-
on Fast 11?
yeah.
You were supposed to end it on Fast 10. Honestly,
Fast 10,
X,
Fast X seems like that would have been the final one.
yeah.
Nah, baby.
No.
Fast IX is
Nah,
weird.
baby. Let's go. Let's do.
But
Let's go another
what,
5.
Fast 12. You want
Fast
to end
15.
Yeah,
Let's
Fast-
go. Let's go to Fast 20.
Fast XI is not as
No,
It
but
doesn't work.
honestly, like, as of the story wise, like ending it here, it was good. I liked it. Very, like I
Forget the
said, it was
story.
very Infinity War
Oh yeah,
kind
and
of
then-
vibe.
And then you had end credit scene. Luke Hobbs is back.
Yeah. Hobbs is next on the list, so which is great because we're gonna get Dwayne The Rock Johnson coming back.
They made up.
Yeah, they made up, because
Apparently they all
Black
made up.
Adam didn't turn out as what as
Well,
I thought it was.
apparently they all made
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Up. Apparently they all made up because it was also Tyrese Gibson too was also
Really?
part of the feud as well.
And then
He's
family.
just- yeah, because he's not getting other jobs. That's the thing. He's just getting Fast and Furious movies. No, Tyrese Gibson.
Oh
He
yeah.
keeps complaining that he's not getting work. He's like, I'm not upstairs with The Rock. Well, you're not The Rock, man. Like, you're not likable.
Well, not only that,
Like-
but also he was also upset because apparently they had been in talks of doing like a spinoff with Tej and Roman. They were planning on doing other spinoffs, but
they got Rock,
but
Hobbs and
instead
Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw went forward, and he was
because,
just like,
you know,
"Yeah,
you-
you're breaking up the family."
No, because you have The Rock that can just sell tickets.
Yeah, Tej-
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ludacris and Tyrese aren't going to sell tickets.
So, what did we learn about this movie?
that John Cena is gonna come back alive and save Dom
Because
in
the
beginning
cross will
of-
no longer be on his neck.
He's gonna come in and be like, "Got you, brother, because we family." It's just like, bro. Yeah, no, I feel like that's gonna happen. John Cena's gonna come in, swoop, save him, and then John Cena's
No,
alive.
what you don't know is that the Luke Hobbs scene happened a day ago. So Luke is actually in a helicopter, and then he's then gonna come down. And he's gonna be like, "Get your candy ass in the plane."
Get your candy ass and candy
Plot
ass
twist.
son in the plane.
Yeah.
Plot twist: Vince was never dead.
Vince comes back.
Vince comes back.
Go to
Come
the
on, Dom.
yeah.
So there.
No one likes the tuna here.
So 2 points before we wrap up this issue. Okay, 1. Let's talk about why this movie was more likable than Fast 9. Because
You
for
knew what
me,
it was.
yes, for me, this was grounded.
Yeah.
There's an IGN article that I shared with both of you guys where the writer was basically saying that it failed to do its job because it didn't have an out of this world epic scene
because-
like Fast 9 or Fast 8.
How are you supposed to do that when you already send a Pontiac in space?
You don't.
You can't go above that. The only thing next is like time travel.
Exactly.
Like-
And here's my problem with it.
A DeLorean
Dude,
shows up.
just like Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
after 11, they restart it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh my god, that's why they showed the DeLorean in the very beginning.
Bruh.
Cypher's talking to
figured
Doc
out-
Brown.
Cypher figured out the mystery of time travel.
So after Fast 11, we go back to Fast and
Dom
Furious.
goes back to Fast 5 to stop himself.
it was there the whole
No,
time.
Dom, don't do it. This is going to create a villain that you can't stop.
Or it's like, don't like
He
make
becomes
sure
the
to
gas
kill,
god,
make sure to kill them both.
an elder god
I'm the
of
diesel
petrol.
god.
He becomes Vin Diesel.
I am Vin Diesel.
Oh my god, dude, this
you
is writing
just-
itself.
Did you just get that?
No, it's
Did you
just,
just get- his
dude.
name
It's
is Vin
not that I'm
Diesel?
just getting it. It's just it plays it, dude. It's writing itself, dude.
Overall,
He's no longer Dom Toretto. He's Vin Diesel.
Listen, I'm
the elder god of Fast and Furious.
I'm just telling you right
God
now.
of the tracks.
They need to end these movies soon because the studio, no.
Let's restart it.
Hold on. The studio has already been in talks of there may be fatigue after seeing.
I'm not tired. Get me back on the
But
ride.
other people are.
You are.
And they're saying that they might have to separate
This
them
was
2
one
to
good
3
one.
years.
Do you think the next one's going to be even better?
Yes.
No, but they were saying that they're going to give it like 2 to 3, 3, maybe 4 years before coming out because they keep coming out within 2 years.
That's fine. Get off the ride. I don't want you here.
I'm not trying
I'm
to
gonna
say
keep
that
right.
the
I will
studio
be here until the end.
Okay,
But
that-
also-
no, okay.
I hope this franchise
is.
outlives
Vin is
me.
getting in his 50s.
He's getting his. He has
That's
those
fine. Let's get
old
another
man
cast.
bu-
Let's do
muscular
another
arms,
generation.
man.
Dude, he has old man muscles.
Let's get another generation of people. Let's
those
go.
old man muscles were
Dude,
able
I
to
want to
pick
be
up
80
a car.
years old. Yes.
One arm.
I want to be 80 years old,
Yeah.
and Fast 36 is still coming out on
Listen,
theaters,
Vin,
dude.
Vin Diesel.
I get what you're trying to do.
What do you mean I'm trying to do? I'm not trying to do anything. This
No.
isn't an act. This is real.
I know, we get it.
This is
we
real
get
life.
it.
We
You
get
like
it.
the movies, but yeah, you got to be realistic that
I
these
am.
movies are not going to keep going until past our 40s.
Yes.
They're not.
Oh, they will.
No.
You doubted me with Fast 9.
No.
Or you
what I'm-
doubted me
No.
with Fast 10.
No. When we're 60, they're gonna reboot these.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
There's going to be like a remake.
Good.
They're going to do
And
without.
they'll
And I will be
restart
there.
the
And
whole-
make sure that none of these actors go have fast cars
It's gonna be wheelchairs.
so they can stay alive.
It'll be wheelchairs. It's gonna
Wheelchairs
be inside.
with
It's gonna
Nas.
be in the senior citizens home. Just family. just and It's gonna be like that scene from Scary Movie where he's revving his wheelchair and he's doing a burnout.
No, but okay. Overall,
But
Fast
Vin
X as a whole movie as itself. We're not rating it as part of the franchise, but as a movie itself, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I do want to see it again. I do want to see it in 40X.
If it's
Yeah,
out
so
there,
do I.
for,
Yeah.
is it in 40X?
It's in 40X.
imagine
I
it
checked.
is.
Yeah.
Bruh, when are we going?
But
I don't know.
also,
Your schedule's super busy, man.
That's
Yeah.
true.
we'll go. You don't?
No, what? No, you are not gonna go watch this in 40X without me. I convinced you guys to go watch it. You guys are. You're no longer my best friend.
You can't just take that away.
Second best friend.
Second best friend.
But
See, he said it. He said it. He said it again.
Oh my god, dude! I swear you're making me mad.
I think what I liked about the movie was that Jason Momoa was the best thing.
Jason Momoa
he was
stole
the best.
this entire
He
movie.
was the best villain
He
to
stole
be
the movie.
added in
No,
here.
he stole the movie.
I feel like this was a necessary villain we needed for the Fast and the Furious franchise, and I'm really happy that obviously he's not they didn't defeat him yet, so we're gonna see he looks like he's gonna be the overarching villain
For the
moving
next 2 to
forward.
3.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, that's great. I guess what I want to say from the next one, I just hope that they do wrap it up soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are so funny because they're not cut.
They're super thick.
They're not, but they're not cut the same.
Oh, they're not?
So like, if I hold it,
Yeah,
they'll
they're a little
fall.
bit.
Like
Yeah.
they're all like cut different.
Well, would you say that they cut it in a fast motion?
Yeah, like
Were they in a hurry?
Like some of these are like cut.
And they were
thinner.
pretty
My
Furious?
final thoughts on this movie is that it works because it grounded itself.
Yes,
knew
it
what
went back
was.
to
This is
almost
grounded.
its basic. Well, it
Did it go into space?
That's true.
Did
and
it
it-
go into the core of the Earth?
Yeah, and also they didn't parachute cars.
Oh my god, dude! The mixture between Core and Fast and the Furious.
I have to go to the center of the Earth.
Also, they
rev
didn't-
my engine to start it up again.
They didn't parachute a car. The most they did was just drop a car, maybe like a couple
Yeah.
feet off the ground.
Pete Davidson was in this movie.
Oh, that's
which is
true.
great.
Yeah,
That was a
that's
great
good.
cameo.
Pete Davidson's been getting a lot of work.
Yeah, man.
for him.
But yeah, I think this movie was really it was fun. That's
Who's-
all I wanted.
Who's the next actor they're gonna add on to this movie? Do you think in the next
Well,
movie?
they have Brie Larson. Honestly, you know who would be a lot of fun?
Pedro Pascal.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. Pedro Pascal would be pretty sick.
Hey, dumb.
Hey, dumb.
Hey, dumb.
Dude, Pedro Pascal is a part of their family, and he becomes the new dad of Little B.
Oh my god, he's Dom's cousin.
He's Dom's dad.
No. That's too much.
No.
We were good. And then you just went above it.
What about if he's Brian's brother?
I guess if you somehow write that in a good way, like he's got a little Hispanic flair, like
No,
in his family tree.
Yeah, his family tree.
He's been approached to do a Fast movie.
I think so.
Who?
Pedro Pascal.
Probably.
I could see him being approached.
If he Vin, get Pedro Pascal. Universal, get Pedro Pascal in the next Fast and Furious
Dude,
movie.
No,
I can't wait because all the Pedro Pascal stands will be like, okay, I got to be into this. I gotta watch this.
If you could cast a Marvel actor, who would it be in the Fast and Furious franchise? Another Marvel actor.
Another one?
Yeah, like another, because you have Brie Larson in there.
Yeah, it's true.
So who would you add on to the roster?
Oh, the girl who plays Camila Khan.
That'd be cool. All right.
I think she'd be really fun as like a kind of like a nerd. Like I don't know.
What are you laughing?
I don't know why.
What do you think?
How do you pronounce his name? Mark Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Not as someone that's like a Ramses, right? But like,
I feel like we're getting too many Ramses.
not because
'Cause
Tej
I
doesn't
would-
really work that way.
No, because I wouldn't mind.
Tej became a Ramsey.
I wouldn't mind the fact of the girl who plays Camila Khan, if she is just a street racer. She's a
What?
hardcore gearhead.
Sure. Yeah. Here's the thing. What if, right? You get Mark Ruffalo as the man behind the computer screen, right? The man behind the screen, but for the agency, and then he has to be a field agent and drive cars,
okay.
but he doesn't know
Who?
how to.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo's character.
He's part of the agency, and then it's like its first time out on the field.
Unless you want another buff guy, get Chris Evans on it.
Well, you know what? Chris Evans wouldn't be a bad choice either.
Honestly, you know who would be a really
Or
good
Chris
choice?
Hemsworth.
Anthony Mackie.
You know who'd be a really good replacement for Mr. Nobody? Robert Downey Jr.
No, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh, Josh Brolin.
That wasn't even planned.
Josh Brolin would be pretty sick.
Josh Brolin would be cool.
Why did we think about Robert Downey Jr.?
Because he would be perfect. He's such that demeanor. He has that presence, man.
Or Batista.
Or, you know what? Batista would be cool. I would love to see Batista.
What
in
about
there.
if Robert Downey Jr. is the next villain? Because he's the one that's been funding Dante Reyes.
Okay.
Like
I feel like there's more to
he's the
Cypher.
Robert
bigger-
Downey
he's the bigger
Jr. and
bad.
Jason Momoa as a bad guy duo.
Exactly.
Ooh, there you go. That'd be
badass.
That'd be crazy. Yeah.
I think that'd be interesting.
I want to see just Robert Downey Jr. just like snack on stuff when he's like doing his villainy stuff. Like,
Yeah, then Jason Momoa just like licking knives and stuff.
Playboy philanthropist.
which I loved
Dante's boss.
really quick. So the reason why I like Jason Momoa in this movie because the way they establish him as a threat.
Yeah.
When he goes up to Cypher and he's getting like, I want your whole operation.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, how are you going to do that? And just boom, all the phones are dinging. And
It's so funny because he hardcore Revenge of the Siths.
Yeah.
Where he just goes like, if you're not with me,
Yeah.
you're against me.
Yeah. And just like all of the goons' phones are like going off, and it's like a live video of all their loved ones at like, you know,
Half of them end up dying anyway.
that's the thing. And I'm just
at
like,
gunpoint.
I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, they're killing everyone. I'm like, these people have no choice. Like you're killing them, but they're only doing this because their families are in danger. You know.
Oh, the families are dead anyways.
But they
They're
were
already
already going to be like
Yeah.
doing some bad stuff.
So that's it. Go watch Fast 10.
I like that. I do like that scene where he picks up Cypher's like tech.
Oh yeah.
And then he goes, I'm going to need people to operate this RNA. Come on, nerds.
Come on, nerds.
Follow me. Follow me.
Even if you don't like the Fast franchise, go watch Fast 10 for Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa plays
He
a great
deserves
villain.
that recognition because goddamn man, that he played it well.
This
He
is a
played it
great introduction if he does play Lobo.
well. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
All
man.
he needs to do is do this for Lobo.
Dude,
That'd be
yeah.
amazing.
Fast 10 continues to blow our minds, dude.
Mm-hmm.
If he were to play Lobo like this, then yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I also do love the idea of it's just the Aquaman finally fed up.
Yeah.
They're just tired of all the mockery.
All right, we got to wrap up this issue. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here in issue 149.
This man keeping up with the narrative.
No, not yet. God dang, don't interrupt. Don't be all fast and furious, all right? Relax.
How fast you're furious.
Oh, that's true. Guys, real quick. So this wraps up the final main issue of year 2. Issue 150 will be the start of Keeping Up with the Nerds year 3. So we're going to be taking a week break, so we're not going to be recording this week, but we will be releasing annual number 1 of June.
You're still going to get your content, guys.
Yes, annual number 1 for 2023. It'll basically be a quick talk about what we have planned, what we've liked about it, kind of like a recap of everything we've done. We're taking a week off because it's tough, man.
Yeah.
We needed to restart this whole thing. That's why we haven't done any skits. We've been taking a break from that as well. But we'll be back starting in June with issue 150 for year 3, including new intro. Yes, thank you for that, Nick. But if you guys want to be caught up with everything, check out our socials, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow us on our website at keepingupwiththenerds.com. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel at Keeping Up With The Nerds and go subscribe there. Leave a comment. I forgot.
What?
Follow our audio platforms as well. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Podbean. But if you guys want to keep track of everything, definitely follow our socials, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter once again. It's been fun. Thank you guys.
Yes.
Yes. And we'll be back for year 3. Nick, wrap up year 2, please.
This has been Keeping Up with the Nerds, issue 149. My name is Nick Valero.
This is Brian.
This is Rene.
Signing off from Undercity Comics. We'll see you all in the new year.